You from Wisconsin. You from what's the other state? Maine, Iowa. This about to be funny, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. He didn't send me this video for no reason.
Upon approach, the officers observed the driver hunched over and noticed an open bottle of liquor in the car. The driver was later identified as 30-year-old Keith Norrington.
Norrington. He white. Well, I was gonna say, why is it in black and white so official? My guy is done. That's his. It looked like an airbag, but that's his hoodie. You look, yeah, he done. And this one thing though, bro. This one thing. This what I hate about the law, right? You could be sitting in your car. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. You could be sitting in your car. In your car. I got a ticket like this before, and then let me slide. This before, like, listen. Your driveway, your mama house, your girl house, anywhere, yours. Anyway, I be sitting in the car. You know how you can walk to the sidewalk, and then cars you parked on the street, you still sitting right there. You sitting in your car in the passenger seat. The keys is in the house. You sitting in your car, the door was open. You probably just, I'm about to go to my car real quick. You was up in the house, pressed the unlock button, put the key back on the dresser, walk to your car. Sat in the passenger seat. And this happened on my mama. This happened. I will never forget it. It's when Kanye West, that college dropout, first drop. You know what I'm saying? I was in that car playing that CD over and
What's
over
up? What's
and
up? What's
over.
up, everybody? How
So,
y'all feeling, man?
You get in your car.
How are y'all
and
feeling?
you sit in the driver's seat. And you hot box, bro.
Let's
You
get
where
it
you
cracking.
are.
Let's play a couple games, and then
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
got to
you're
work in
stupid
the morning, so
well,
I'll
you
be
can't be
sleep.
sitting
Shit,
in
so
the driver's seat. Like, man, my keys is in the house.
let's have some
Well,
fun
you
while we
can't
can
be-
have some fun. Shit.
With the alcohol, the point I'm trying to make is he shouldn't even get a ticket for that. You know what I'm saying? He was too drunk to drive, so he pulled over. Why is they messing with this dude? Yeah, he got an open bottle of liquor, but at the same time, he was conscious enough to not drive like that, bro. If they take him to jail, this is scandalous. They should call an Uber. This is scandalous, bro. That guy is knocked out. And did they say the police seen him or somebody called the police on him and told he was smushed over the driver's seat?
It's running.
What just happened, bro? Is the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi tripping. I'm the hotspot this real quick. Problems, man. My Wi-Fi. Oh, look like I ain't doing reactions today.
Got into the end zone because it looked like his defender had fallen down, Ocho.
Yeah.
When you look at the Eagles, what's going on? Clearly, that meeting didn't help.
Yeah.
I don't know what they discussed. I don't care to know. 34-17. It's been a while since the Eagles lost the game by that. And this game wasn't. I mean, this thing got out of hand quick.
Yeah, it did. It did. And I would think obviously, I think we'll start up front with some of the pieces to that offensive line being missing small holes that you try to cover up, you know, weak links that you try to cover up, but you just can't. There's a reason why Saquon Barkley isn't being as successful in the running game as he was last year. Because
He wasn't, Ocho. You
didn't have
knew they were, Ocho. You thought they were gonna let that man come back and rush for another 2,000?
Hey, you do understand the Eagles do have the best offensive line in the league.
Yes, but
When-
teams
when
are
they're-
making
when
a
they're- when they're
concerted
full strength.
effort.
Right.
What did I tell you? If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna beat me with Jalen Hurts throwing the football.
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I like my chances better beating you with him throwing the football than Saquon Barkley running for 125 a game.
Right. Yeah.
It's really that simple, and that's not a knock. I'm not gonna let you have a two-way go of it. Now Saquon's running it. Now you play action and throw the ball over the top of my head. Nah. If he's gonna throw the ball with pinpoint accuracy, and guess what I'm gonna do, Ocho? I'm not gonna drop 8 in the box. I'm not gonna throw one-on-one. I'm gonna make you throw through zones. I'm gonna make you throw the coverage. Now you do that consistently, okay? I tip my hat to you.
I can live with that.
But I am not going to let Saquon do what he did last year and then be at your mercy. Now you throw when you want to, you run when you want to. You got me begging, man, throw the ball, man, run the ball. Nah, hell nah. You're going to beg for something different.
Right.
Look, it's early in the season, but clearly
Very.
something is amiss with the Eagles. It's hard to pick right up where you left off, Ocho. As someone that has been in that situation, you have to really turn your mind off to like, man, we won the Super Bowl. Yeah, you did that last year. You think these teams gonna roll over just because you won the Super Bowl? You're their Super Bowl this year.
Oh yeah.
The teams that didn't win the Super Bowl, guess what? When they see your ass on the schedule, now that gives us you know what Brian Daboll said? That's the defending Super Bowl champs, and we just hung 34 on them. You see, when we play, we can beat anybody in this league. That's what they're saying.
You do that to them.
Because that's the Eagles. That's the defending Super Bowl champ. So now teams base they base how good they are on whether or not they beat them.
And now you see why. Now this gives you a better reason why Jalen Hurts, when they ask him about the Super Bowl and how it feels to be defending champs, why he throws it out the door. That was last year.
Absolutely.
Because he understood how difficult it would be to not only repeat, but to have the same success going into this season.
Same way.
Now we're seeing the struggles that they are having, being that they're not at full strength, especially at the offensive line. Some of the defensive pieces are a little different than they were last year, and things are different. New offensive coordinator, things have to evolve offensively. You know, you can't be too predictable. Last year, because the running game was so efficient, you could damn near do what you want to do. You could run
Exactly.
and you can throw it when you want to. You got to pick your poison on what you want to do. Now things are a little different, and now you're going to get to see the better part of the Eagles. They can do.
You have to dig down, Ocho. We got to dig.
Yeah, they can do one or two things. You can come together and fix it, or things are going to continue to splinter.
Yeah.
You already had-
And we're not going to make no excuses. Oh, the Eagles beat themselves. It looked like to me the Giants had 34 and the Eagles had 17. It didn't say Eagles 1 had 34 and the Eagles 2 had 17.
Right.
Ain't no beat yourself, because see, that's the excuses you make. Last week they should have called pass interference. That was a pass interference. You see what happens, Ocho? If you lose by a little, I can go back and point to things. Well, if we had done this, we had done that. But see, when I beat hell at you, what you gonna say? So what pass interference that would have made up 17 points? What holding call? Man, they was holding. So what holding call would have made up 17 points? What did I miss? What offside? What penalty that they didn't call that would have made up for 17 points? Paul, I feel bad for my guy Gilly.
Gilly gonna be all right. Gilly gonna be all right. Be all right. You know why I know he's gonna. Only reason I'm saying he's gonna be all right. Only reason I'm saying the Eagles are going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's only because it's so early in the season. It's early in the season. Now if we were on the back end of the season, I give you one. If it was after Thanksgiving, things were looking the way they look now, I'd be worried. But
let me tell you, when you show vulnerability early,
yes,
teams like they can be
Say
had.
what the fuck I picked.
That's the thing. Now, because you're already going to get everybody's best shot, Ocho, because you're the reigning Super Bowl
I
champs.
didn't fucking
Absolutely.
pick that.
You're going to get everybody's best. But now they're like, hey, they vulnerable. They can be had. The ferocity, that defense is not nearly as vicious and suffocating as it was. That's a rookie, Ocho. I don't give a damn who back there. That is a rookie quarterback in only his third start, and he did that. He did that. and he didn't seem bothered by what you were doing on the back end. He didn't seem flustered. He didn't seem off kilter. He didn't seem like, man, what are they doing? I'm seeing ghosts out there. He didn't seem that way to me. Now, maybe somebody else saw something that I didn't see, but he looked perfectly fine to me.
Hey, I tell you,
I can see why AJ getting frustrated, because I get tired of running under routes too.
Yeah.
I would. I get tired of running short crosses. They run, man, stop, man. Give me something down the field. It would be very interesting, Ocho, if we were to watch a cut up, we see all 22, and see how many times he run further than 10 yards down the field.
Right. Yeah.
Because I see a lot of people. I see a lot of routes, short cross over the ball, under route, slant route, 5-yard out. Man, let that man run a deep over. Let the man run a comeback. Let the man run a dig. Damn.
Yeah, and more than
because everybody goes, Ocho, now they know he's not going deep. I'm squatting on everything, Ocho. I ain't getting on no damn back pedal because he ain't running no go ball.
Especially the better corners. Especially the better corners. That know and understand down and distance. We understand tendencies. We understand split. We understand schemes. We understand the route concepts. Okay. Oh, he on top of the numbers. Oh, he ain't going nowhere.
You ain't run no damn go route from no top of those numbers.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh, he inside the numbers. Okay. Well, I know.
You try to run a shallow. You try to run a shallow.
Either he run the shallow or he coming outside. One or the other. I could just sit. Like I don't know. I think maybe the casual fan doesn't understand how difficult the game of football is if it's not complicated, but how easy it is for those who study the game, who watch film, and are used to seeing things over and over and over.
Yeah.
It's difficult. So now the onus is on the offensive coordinator to be a little bit more creative, to throw off those that you're playing week to week, because now there's film on you. There's a year's worth of film on you, and you got to change things up. Because if you don't change things up, you get what you see tonight. You get players that are frustrated because the blueprint is out there. The ingredients are out there. And when the ingredients are out there, hey, we know what this tastes like. You got to change it up.
You do, Ocho, and the thing is, just like a pass rusher, you can't give that offensive lineman the same pass rush move. He'll eat that up. After a while, he'll build up an immunity to it. So you got to give him, sometimes you got to turn speed to power. Sometimes you just got to dip. Sometimes you got to wax on, wax off. Sometimes you got to bull. Sometimes you got to hump. You got to change it up. The same thing with the offensive lineman. Hey, sometimes they quick set you or jump set you. Sometimes they stab left and then they come back. Hey, sometimes they catch. You've got to change it up. These guys are good.
Very good.
And they break everything down. They watch him. Watch his feet. Watch when he does this, what he does with his hands. Now watch when he's in this stance. Look how wide his base is. Defensive lineman. Look at his stance. They pay attention. They break everything down to the umpteenth, because the margin of error, these guys are really good, and the margin of victory is so small.
Very small.
It's not. I'm telling you, it's not a mountain. It is small. It's the minute. It's the details. The devil is in the details. Man.
Hey, listen, it's one of 3 plays.
Oh
make
my
the difference.
fucking gosh. Tackle,
That's
One of
man.
3. That's it.
Fucking tackle.
2 turnovers did not help. Looked like the Eagles were going in, got a turnover, and Jalen threw it was late and inside. You inside. If that DB can catch, he's going the other way with it. And then it seemed like they were driving again, and A.J. Dillon got the ball punched out. That's 2 turnovers right there where you look like you were about to make something positive happen, and it ends up going the other way. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Eagles bounce back.
Or how they respond in general.
Ocho, you do realize they didn't score a point in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
In the second half.
The 17 was all from the first.
Hey, and on the tush push, that first one, the right guard jumped the count again.
Yeah.
See, he almost has to jump the count because he has to keep the guy off the center. Because if the center gets stand up, because remember, Jalen Hurts is coming right behind it. So if he gets stood up, so the guard, one of those guards have to knock somebody off him.
Yeah.
let him get some push. Now we can get Jalen Hurts to get a little push, so we get some leg drive. If the center gets stood up, where's Jalen going?
Yeah, the play doesn't work. I mean,
The play doesn't work.
Unless he picks the gap.
It's gonna look. I'm sure Nick Sirianni's like, he's like, look, I know it's a tough one. It was a short week, but hey, it was a short week for the Giants. Everybody's gonna have at least one short week. The Cowboys will probably have two, because they got the Thanksgiving game, and then they likely plays the following Thursday after that.
Right.
But I think this tonight we can talk about the Eagles till we're blue in the face, but I think tonight was more about what the Giants did, positive and good, as opposed to Eagles. The Eagles have their issues, but here's the thing: if I got issues and you don't take advantage of them, what good is that? Mistake. When you make a mistake, can I make you pay for it?
Right.
You leave the door open, I walk in your house. You leave something out at the table, I eat off your table. Every mistake the Eagles made, Giants made them pay for it. The question is, look, Sirianni cut his teeth in calling plays. And I know it's a bad, because here's the thing. Anytime you do something that's abnormal, people think you're panicking. If I take over the play calling, Ocho, what am I saying? The guy that had the play calling, he's not doing a good job, be it offensive or defensive. If I reassign people, hey, you was in class, Ocho. Shannon, Chad, get your book, move over here. That means you were being a disruption. You were doing something you had no business. I got that all the time. Shannon, can you move up here by me? Why? You know why. So that's the way they look. That's people going to look at that from the outside and say, well, oh, okay. I thought wasn't nothing going on. If nothing's going on, why are you making these changes? Why are you making these moves? But at the end of the day, I've got to do what's in the best interest of this team. And if I have to take over the play calling, I don't want to. I don't want to take over the play calling, but I will if I have to. And the question is, do you think Sirianni should or will take over the play calling?
Ooh, that's tough.
That's asking an awful lot of a head coach. I mean, look, Kyle Shanahan does it. Andy Reid does it. There aren't Sean McVay does it. It's not a whole lot of guys. Ben Johnson does it now. But for the most part, hey, I got lieutenants. I let lieutenants do their job. I oversee everything. I hear everything. If there's something, hey, we're going to run it on this one. Hey, you got that specialty play, do that. I try to oversee everything. So what do you think? What do you think will happen, or what do you think should happen?
I think more so a conversation. I think more so a conversation is had between Patula and Sirianni, because Sirianni has enough as a head coach, huh? He has enough going on that he has to deal with. He has enough on his plate as is. You already have coaches appointed to certain positions, and they have their jobs. Now, if you want a coach to do his job a little better or find ways to make things work, is here now talking from an offensive perspective. You have that conversation with him, and what needs to change and what he would like to see as a head coach. But taking over the play calls this early, to me, it sends them in panic mode, and I don't think that's something that they really need. Is not to panic, but find a way, figure out what solutions we can take.
Nothing about that the first fucking down.
Creative effort, can
he was short than the motherfucker.
in creating a little bit of creativity.
Fuck out of here. He was short.
Some things around, just throwing a few wrinkles in there, not going too far away
from
the
the
game
1 yard
plan
line,
and schematically and the things that do work and that you like to do, but just throwing some wrinkles in there that give you a little bit more success, that aren't predictable when you're out there playing.
Ocho, you know how coaches always ask the quarterback, and the quarterback goes to the coach and says, these are the plays I like.
Yeah.
Go to AJ Brown and say, AJ, what you like? What you want to run? Give me a hint. How can I help you? What do you like?
Yeah.
Ask him. I mean, Mike would ask me, hey, 84, what you like here?
Same. Especially in that first 15. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with basic cross. You can't go wrong with wide choice. You cannot go wrong with those. You give me one of those, I'm good. You give me one of those, I'm good. Yeah. I'll make it work. I don't give a damn if he's playing outside leverage. I don't care if he's playing head up. I don't care if he's playing inside leverage. He cannot stop me from going where I want to go. He's gonna ask me what I like. Hey, you like the Zorro here? Yeah, I like Zorro. Yeah, I like Zorro. I like Zorro. I like it. I like it. You know, I'm really trying to get a touchdown, so I kind of like it. Ocho, I like it. The 10 going in. I ain't really trying to get no first down because they only gonna bite one time, Ocho. It's like a fish.
That's it.
You
gotta
catch a
make-
fish and you hook him and he get off. He ain't biting again. Not that one. Now somebody else might get his ass another day in time, but he not gonna bite. So that's the way I look at it. Like if I beat him on this Zorro this time and I get a first down, he ain't biting again. So I'm like, nah, I kind of like in the 10 for the Zorro route. But anything else, Mike? Hey, you do right choice. You do basic. Hey, you do a basic cross. Anything like that? I'm good. I'm Gucci. Hey, run Tiger far cross. Hey, anything. Just go to AJ and say, AJ, what you
fuck
like?
this dumbass game,
tell
man.
me what. If I said, AJ, give me your 5 favorite routes that you like to run.
Yeah.
And let me see how I can incorporate it in what we're doing. Because all they do, Ocho, is that you got your plays and you watch the film and you see what the other teams did to their ass last week, and then you put that in and call it your stuff.
Bingo. That's it. It's a copycat league.
That's all you do.
It's a copycat league, and they do it every week.
That's it.
Whatever they saw that worked on film, and you happen to be playing that team, they're gonna do the exact same thing. Formation might be a little different.
Absolutely. What
Will be exactly the same.
you think AJ asked for a trade?
No, hell. Oh shoot. You know what? I'm not in AJ's shoes. I'm not in the shoes. I don't know. I'm not sure. And being how he is, his mannerisms, his beliefs, and the way he moves and thinks is much more completely different than that of what they think he is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's the type to ask for a trade. But he's frustrated. Devontae Smith is frustrated.
For sure.
They both voiced their frustrations. I think it was maybe last week or week before last, publicly. So I'm not sure.
I think
Why you laughing?
AJ look at because I understand. I really do. I really do, because I don't want people to think. I understand AJ's situation. AJ say they don't pay me to win; they pay me for stats. The only problem that I have, stats get me paid, not wins. Not wins.
I told you, yeah. Remember I said that. What? 2
Yes.
weeks ago? I said that.
Oh, the only problem is that AJ, keep that with Sirianni, keep that with Petula, keep that with what you call them. I say because when you voice it outside, people are gonna look at you as being selfish and say you care about your stats than you do about winning. Even though that's how you're gonna get paid. I get it.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna be able to elicit sympathy from that fan base because we winning, Ocho. Just like Ocho, you winning, you like, man, but y'all done won 7 games in a row. How you go publicly and tell my man I need to get the ball?
Right.
People gonna look at you as being selfish. Although I understand what it's based on, I just wish, like I said, because like a family, football team is a family. I guarantee you spend more time with the football team than you do your real family.
Especially during this time.
Yes, from basically from July when you go to training camp until your season ends, you spend more time with them. You do, and you do everything you can to keep everything in house.
Yeah.
When it gets out, now everybody has their own interpretation to what's going on.
Exactly.
When you keep it in house, don't nobody know. You know what's actually being said. You know what and how to fix it. But then once it gets out,
hey,
and like I said, that meeting, I'm trying to figure out how many people knew about that meeting, Ocho?
somebody probably upstairs. I guarantee you that somebody knows. He's some reporter, a player talking to a reporter that they probably confide in and thought it wouldn't get out, or they wouldn't tell anybody, and all of a sudden the rest of the world knows.
Everything's getting out now. You can't, trust nothing. Trust absolutely nothing. But now, what I knew to be true all along, Kellen Moore is a damn good offensive coordinator.
Absolutely.
A damn good one. He was good at Dallas. He was really good at Dallas. He was great. He won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Normally, it's a little lull. Normally, Detroit doesn't seem to be having that problem that Ben Johnson left. They don't seem to have that problem that AG left on the defensive side of the football. Detroit is playing extremely well.
Remember what I said, huh? Remember what I said when Ben Johnson left?
Yes.
When Aaron Glenn left, I said, Unc, even though the coaches left, the pieces to that puzzle are still there. So you take the coaches out, and the pieces of the puzzle still there. You can still put it together.
Right.
You can still put it together because you still got the same pieces. So it doesn't matter who called the play. That's why sometimes when I hear fans say, "Oh, they want coaches fired when things aren't going well," well, hell, if he had the goddamn players to execute, it wouldn't be no damn problem. Well, Bill Belichick was great at New England because he had the pieces, including Tom. And now they want him. You know, I heard he might get fired sometime this week in North Carolina. Hit Bill. Well, what the hell you want to do? What you want to do?
Well, people look at it. If you don't got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Larry Fitzgerald, you don't have good receivers. But Larry Fitzgerald and Jerry Rice and Randy Moss ain't. I mean, it takes a special type of person to fit that system. And Randy fit the system for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden he wanted more, and Bill said no. Everybody's not going to be able to go, Ocho, weeks. I caught 2 passes this week. I caught 4 passes last week. I caught this. No. Those guys are number 1 receivers for a reason.
Yeah.
New England built their game plan to win. Other teams build their game plan around great players.
Right.
That's the difference. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this thing plays up. I think getting away, hey, Sirianni, look, I don't want to see you guys till Monday. I'll see you guys Monday. Don't worry about this tape. I'll see you guys Monday. Come in, and we'll have a quick meeting, get a lift in, get a run in, run some of this out. I'll see you guys Monday. Got Tuesday off. Let's be ready to come back to work Wednesday and fix whatever we got going on. It's good to clear our heads, get an opportunity to get away from this. Hey, you don't need to watch television. You don't need to read the paper. Stay off the internet and be ready when we come back in here on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let's be ready to work and get this thing done.
Get it right. They're gonna have to fix it. And don't let anything else come out the locker room. Don't say nothing crazy after the media. Anything. I'm not sure who might have talked to the media after the game. I hope they took time to allow themselves to defuse from whatever anger, whatever emotions you may be having. Take a shower first. First, cool off, then talk to the media. Don't give them no ammunition.
You know what I'm surprised of, Ocho? I'm surprised how many people, when they go to the locker room, the first thing they do is check their phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, because I'm one of them.
I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, but see, you
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You played in that era. You played in the era that they did have social media. Right. So I'm glad I didn't play in that era. I'm glad.
Yeah, it just started. So I caught social media.
The guys, you think they check their phone at halftime too?
No, I don't know about that one. Yeah. My last year, I checked. Okay, I'm out here cutting the fool. Let me see what they talking about.
What they talk about on IG? Oh, Joe, what do you think about the tush push 4 times? Michael Parsons says this is not football with 2 trash emojis.
Hey, if you can't stop it, don't knock it if you can't stop it. If the Packers were able to do it, that wouldn't be a problem. So I mean, tush push is not football. So let's talk about some of the plays that other teams run that nobody can stop, that aren't highlighted.
True.
We're gonna start eliminating plays from certain teams that do one thing specifically well.
Just because somebody can do something better than anybody can do one thing.
Yeah. Hey, find a way to stop it. I know how to stop it. I can't give the formula on how to stop it.
Yeah. My brother used to tell us all the time. He says, my goal was to do my job, do this one thing better than anybody else did anything. I'm like,
yeah.
It seems to me that the tush push, the Eagles do this better than any other football team does anything else.
Yeah.
Whether it's rush the quarterback, whether it's throw the ball, whether it's run the ball, whatever the case is, the Eagles do the tush push better than any other football team do any other thing. So I agree with you, Ocho. Is it aesthetically pleasing? No.
No. But it
But
worked.
I don't believe you should throw it out just because somebody can't stop it.
Right.
So if Micah says it's trash. He got the 2 trash can with the guy dumping the trash in there. What you think, Ocho?
Nah. Micah, and being the competitor he is, it shouldn't matter what anybody else run. Well, you one of the best in the league. You top 3 in the league. It shouldn't matter. You got to stop it.
Tampa is getting getting Big Dez ready. Is they Dez?
Yeah.
Don't let them move you.
At all. Clog it up the best way you can.
Yeah. Hey, we got a very special guest joining us, a good friend of the show, co-founder of Reddit, founder of Apollos. Here he is, Alexis O'Hannon. Lex, what's going on,
How you
bro?
doing?
I'm good,
yo?
man.
Chad, pleasure. Absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you
How's
so much for
everything?
having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on. We know you're one of the biggest advocate of women's issues. What went into the thought process of creating this women's only track meet, certain events, and say, you know what, I want to do something special to highlight these great women athletes?
You know what? Look, I'm obviously married to the GOAT. We can get that out of the way.
Yes, you are.
Serena Williams is, you think about it though, right? Like, it's funny. I grew up in a household. NFL was the only thing that mattered. Football was the sport I played and I loved. I didn't think about any other sport. Didn't watch tennis. I didn't know anything about it. Now I got smart. Now I'm a big fan, obviously. But at no point did I ever think that women's tennis was less than men's. And if you talk to any sports fan today, they'd sound crazy if they thought or if they said that women's tennis was less than men's. In America, frankly, women's tennis is as popular, if not more popular, than men's tennis. Look at how much money these ladies get paid.
More.
And obviously Serena and Venus, they were the ones who, brought that to the world. But, tennis is the perfect example where with investment, and Billie Jean King made sure those ladies got paid, that made it possible for 2 little girls in Compton to say, I'm going to change my life by playing this sport because I know I can be excellent and get compensated for it. And then with the generational talent, you blew up the sport, made it bigger than ever, and look where we are today. And so it happened in tennis. And I just realized here is another sport, track and field. I know y'all are fans of it.
Big.
It's one of the biggest, most played, most active, most engaged sports. We have a legacy of greatness, especially in the American women, historical and present. So you had Melissa on it.
Melissa Jefferson. We had Anna Hall.
Tremendous talents, all of them. And, every 4 years, these ladies are superstars. We tune in during the Olympics. We cheer for them. It's one of the most watched sports. And then they disappear. And I'm just a businessman. All I want to do is see greatness continue to get celebrated because if there are eyeballs, there are dollars. And
Correct.
we see it every 4 years. And it's not about charity. It's about supporting these amazing athletes. And I saw y'all during Paris offering bounties. Which was really awesome for gold medals. God bless.
Yeah, $37,000 for winning a gold medal.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Love that. Love that.
Come on.
And so, this is I think, post Reddit, I've been really blessed to do some things in women's sports, starting Angel City, this women's soccer team 5 years ago. And now I think Athlos is going to be a huge part of my legacy. And I'm just grateful to be able to hear talk about it.
Yeah.
This year you added the long jump. It's in Times Square. Will you be looking to add more events in the coming years? Obviously it's only a handful of events, and I get that, but that's a start. But in the long term, your goal is to have how many events you think?
Oh, look, every time we've added an event, it's been with an anchor star. Because again, for me, social media tells the story. Obviously, as a Reddit guy, I look at follower counts, and I was totally naive when I got into this sport. So obviously, I knew the sprinters. I had a bias for the sprinters because that's a quick story.
Yeah,
you don't have to. You ask a fan to pay attention, they don't have to watch for very long, and they're getting an amazing show. And the longest race we've got right now is the mile, which still keeps a pretty short attention span. Obviously, if Kip Yegon was going again for the world record,
Kip Yegon, going. You got the GOAT running, so you good.
She's special. And but Tara Davis Woodhall, or I'm repping here, you know, I invited her. She's got millions of followers on social media. She's a long jumper, gold medalist for the United States,
Yeah, and the world champion.
and a world champion, exactly. And I said, why don't you come to the show? Come to Athlos. And she said, I won't come unless I'm competing. I said, okay, challenge accepted. So we put her on actually tonight in Times Square. So I'm still coming off the high. I can't be too loud here because my babies are asleep in the hotel suite and, you know,
We
wifey
got you.
in the room. But we had an amazing night in Times Square. Look at the clips. I mean, we had the best long jumpers in the world. We shut down Times Square. And these ladies were running. The top three are going to now compete tomorrow. There's the photos. The top three are going to compete tomorrow at Icon, to which you all are both invited. Please come. Trackside Suite. I'm waiting for you. We got Ciara performing, DJ Trauma spinning in between the races. We're going to have, you know, the fastest ladies in the world. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You got Faith Kipyegon in the 1500 meters. You got Keely Hoskins, the 800 meter Olympic gold medalist. You got Masai Russell, the 100 meter Olympic gold medalist in the hurdles. You got Marilady Paulino, the gold medalist in the 400 meters, and you got Alexis Holm, who's a 4x4 world champion and mixed relay world champion. Much of the complaint from the track community, Alexis, has been the lack of visibility, because, like you said, the big events only happen. The big event only happens once every 4 years. So it's like they go dormant. It's like we hibernate. So we get excited, 2020, 2024, yay, yay, yay. And then I got to wait all the way to 2028 to do it again. And we want to get behind you. You know, we like baseball and football and basketball players, because guess what? We see them every year. We get to root for. I've been able to root for LeBron for 23 years. I got to root for Kobe for 20 years. I got to root for these guys, but I got to wait once every 4 years to see my favorite athlete compete.
No, it's ridiculous. And you look at the numbers. Again, none of this, don't ever get this twisted. None of this is about charity. You look at the numbers. Track and field is one of the most viewed sports during the Summer Olympics. Millions and millions of people. And so, you know, we were quite happy. Last year, we had 3 million people on broadcast tune in. We're expecting more this year. And then our plan for next year, we've announced it. So it'll be a team-based track and field league. So instead of just one meet, we're going to have multiple meets in major cities. Think of it like the Formula One of track and field. So companies like Mercedes and Ferrari, they have F1 cars. They spend tons of money basically for marketing, right? So you could think of some great apparel brands. I wouldn't, you know, could point to a few you might think of that want to be associated with speed and excellence. So imagine those as teams. And then imagine now you have a way to see the very best to do it in this team format, similar to like NCAA. And so you can imagine you've got, I mean, if we just say there's a hypothetical Nike team, you know, you've got Sha'Carri, you've got Tara Davis Woodhall, you've got so many of these champs that now get to share a team, not just around the Olympics, around a nation, but around a brand. And it starts to change the economics now. Because if I'm one of these shoe companies, I'm one of these apparel companies, just like Mercedes wants to be associated with speed and excellence and hold that trophy, the Constructors' Cup, the end of Formula One, you're also going to be able to test new technology on the track with the fastest athletes. And you're also going to start telling a story, which is, look, if we're spending this kind of money on a team, you know, Lewis Hamilton knows what he's worth because he knows what it means to Ferrari to have the best to do it. I think this starts to have a very positive impact in the way that we value these athletes. And as soon as they're valued that way, they're going to get marketed more. Their stories are going to get told. And I want to buy a jersey. I want to buy a Tara Davis Woodhall T-shirt with her name and her number and her team on it, right? I can buy an Ocho Cinco jersey. I can buy a Shannon Sharp jersey. I can't buy a jersey for any track and field athletes because it doesn't exist, not yet.
So let me make sure I'm hearing you correctly. So you'll have teams, and so these teams will be made up from men or women from all across the world. So you might have Keely Hoskins being a teammate of Melissa Jefferson, who might be a teammate of Faith Kipyegon. So would it be something like the Unrivaled League? You see how Unrivaled, like they got teammates on one team like in the WNBA, but they're on different teams around, you know, when they play in Unrivaled. So you're talking about something like that, those kind of teams?
For sure, in that, you know, and we love the Unrivaled folks, Fee and everyone. They've done a great job. The difference would be our teams would be more than likely built around a brand.
Oh, okay. So Adidas, Nike,
I mean, now, look, again,
New Balance, Puma.
I'm not announcing anything, but imagine that scenario. Exactly. And so now if I'm sitting here, now obviously Nike's got a great roster, but you can't sleep on New Balance with Sid and Gabby. There's lots of talents, all right?
Yes.
And so now imagine if you were any of these other brands, or any of the brands really, you want to win. Because just like
Right.
if you're Ferrari, you want to make sure you're holding up that trophy at the end of the season. And so it'll mean, let's say we added a couple other sports, maybe even throw in a thrower. You start now seeing a broader team composition,
Okay.
and these brands are incentivized now to build out that roster and to support those athletes in marketing as well as in physios and sport, all this other stuff, and I think really level up the way we think about what these brands can do. And now you better believe, just like if I watch, I don't know, watch Mercedes win a Formula One race, it incentivizes me to want to buy a Mercedes sedan. So imagine if I'm a sneaker company, how much it would mean to me to have, the top
To see these,
Athlos
yes.
team, and what that means to move sneakers to everybody else, whether you're running your 100th marathon or you're doing your first 5K, like you want to feel like the best to do it. And so why wait 4 years? I think you're absolutely right. We shouldn't. There's still great athletes
Yeah.
even outside the Olympics.
Let me ask you something off topic.
Please.
You and Serena competitive?
Extremely. Thankfully though, not in tennis. I've never picked up a racket.
Really?
Yeah, no, and thankfully both of our daughters inherited most of my wife's athletic genes. Although, big fella, I'd like to say I contributed some height to the girls, but
Yeah, they're gonna be tall like pops, huh?
yeah. But it's really interesting. We're incredibly competitive in very different ways,
Okay.
and it's a blessing because I think in tech in particular, we delude ourselves into thinking we're the hardest working folks in the room. The industry, look, tech's done amazing stuff, certainly for my career. And the industry thinks a lot of itself. I always recommend
Throw
friends
the
of mine, other
fucking
CEOs
ball,
in the industry.
man.
I say, just if you're single, right? Date a professional athlete.
Duh.
Spend time with professional athletes, and
Right.
and what you see, and I'm preaching to the choir here, the amount of fortitude, determination, the willpower of a professional athlete, and I have to say, the solo athletes too are next level. Yeah, I mean,
No
y'all play
team.
team
It's all on
sports.
them.
Those solo athletes are built different. There is
Yeah, absolutely.
another level of intensity and determination and work ethic, and an incredible competitiveness. And so I knew I'd met my match, because I really thought I was the hardest worker in the room and the most competitive. But
Yeah,
no
because
chance.
it's a different perspective. Because when you're in the tech industry or if you're married, you're asking your significant other to understand your work hours and what's necessary.
Yes.
As an athlete, they're asking their spouse or their significant other to understand the sacrifice. So now they get an opportunity to see what each other have asked the other party to
That's
do.
right. That's
and
right.
so
And
now you like, I am so sorry, babe. I did not realize that I had put this kind of pressure and asked you to do so much more out of your.
Yeah. And
Listen,
I never had that fight. We have never had that fight about me putting in too many hours, because
Yeah.
Because
again,
she
I'm talking to
understood.
someone who knows. She knows what it takes.
Yeah.
And I'm not breaking the barriers she's breaking in order to be great, but still she knows what it takes, and that work ethic shines, man. And so it's fun. We're competitive, but in really good ways.
Yeah, and that's a dope thing. When you always think about people throwing around the word power couple all the time, they throw the word power couple around based on aesthetics, based on not the intangibles that you don't get to see or you don't get to hear. So it's really dope to hear the dynamic in which you two share, coming from two totally different fields, tech
Yeah.
and sports.
And different
Combining the
worlds.
two, huh?
Let's be honest. The elephant in the room here.
Yeah.
Serena
Yeah.
is
It's a big old
a
elephant too.
DC Comics
Alexis,
fan,
it's a big
and I'm a
big.
Marvel Comics fan. Oh wait, that's not the elephant in the room, is it? Oh yeah. No, we're obviously from very different worlds.
Yes.
Even though she is a DC fan, I don't get it. I'm a Marvel guy. It's obviously better, but yeah, no, I know. But it's like I said, you find the commonality, and it's definitely been a hell of a ride.
We got to find y'all. Because we had Benifer and we had Scott.
nobody
We
needs-
got to get you.
oh, Lord.
You got to get a name.
I
Yeah.
tried. I really tried so hard to avoid that side of the
Brangelina.
celebrity. No, no, nobody. And here's the thing, like, and that's to my wife's credit, and she and Venus is the exact same way. Both those girls had to be so famous so early,
Hmm.
and you've already got the pressure of you know you know having to carry so much responsibility going into that sport the way they were total outsiders and dealing with all the bullshit they had to deal with, and they became famous very young. And I don't need to tell you how many stories of people to whom that happens, where it just goes off the rails, right? And
Yeah.
and they have always been remarkably grounded. Credit to Mr. Williams
Yeah.
and Ms. Orstein. Like they did a really good job grounding them in that. And it's funny because like even to this day, it's never been about the celebrity part. It's like the funniest thing people don't realize is some of the best days that I know she has and we have are some of the most boring suburban parent days, right? It's taking our daughter to ballet. It's a lot of things, frankly, that I think a lot of folks probably take for granted because they imagine, oh well, geez, I'd want to be on the carpet. I'd want to be holding up the U.S. Open trophy. I'd want to be doing all this stuff, which is great stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's funny when you see someone who's been at the top of the mountain, who's had everything. It's interesting. The things that they value most are some of the things that most of us spend all our lives, trying to sort of set aside while we're trying to do the other thing. And it's those simple joys, man.
I want to, Alex, when you
Yeah.
told your boys, man, guess who your boy
Mhm.
dating? You never go guess who your boy going out
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were they
guess.
surprised? Were they surprised?
They probably started rolling out things. Man, not even close. She bigger than them. She bigger than that, bro.
You
Come
know,
on, now give your boy some credit.
that's
So when
the
you told your homies, the guys that you're very close to,
yeah. These are my guys. I've known them since
yeah,
my
so
best
when you
friends.
told them
I've
like,
known them since I was 5. That's how long they
okay,
know me, since kindergarten, first grade.
okay,
And you know what? Honestly, they weren't that surprised. And I don't
really?
know what that says. I mean, okay, okay, let's just be I wasn't out here, just casually dating the greatest of all time across all the just to be clear. But but I don't know. I think these guys got used to me doing really exceptional, crazy stuff. And even, starting a company right out of college, all this stuff. I mean, look, I think um uh it was actually really sweet. My pops, my dad, and he was the guy who whenever tennis would come on TV, he'd change the channel, right? Because we're a football household. Everything else
Okay,
was like a
I got you.
it was a country club hobby. It wasn't a real sport. And I remember telling my dad, and he kind of paused, and he was just like, "Wait, one more time." He thought I was punking him. He thought I was kidding. And he's like, "You're dating who?" And I was like, "Serena Williams." And he's like, "Okay, come on, be serious.
You don't even
Be
know her.
serious.
Stop.
There's no way. You're not even. What do you know? You don't know anything about tennis. How did you meet her? That's just crazy."
Yep.
But my boys, to their credit, they didn't bust my chops too much. And I don't know. I think, look, it's on its surface, it's pretty surprising. And I will say, the probably one of the most satisfying parts about it was at the time I had just come back to Reddit, and we had met. I mean, folks, and we met randomly at a breakfast at a hotel in Rome, of all places. And I was going to try to escape the job. I had been there for 6 months, 7 days a week. Like I wasn't. My head of comms was like, you got to go on a trip. Like get out of here. You're just redlining. And she sent me to Rome to do the speaking gig. I didn't want to go do it, but I did. And I just pulled up at breakfast one morning, and basically Serena and her team tried to get me to move. I didn't move. And she was like, my team was planning on sitting there. And I was like, that's fine. They can come join me. And, we started a conversation. And she pretended like she knew what Reddit was. And this was 2015. She was trying to be really polite. But she really had no clue. And I mean, to be honest, Reddit was not big back then anyway. But thankfully, we kept the conversation going, and she was curious enough about the tech industry that the rest is history.
Alex, I'm gonna get you out of here on this one. A guy once told me. He asked me a question. He said, "Shannon, you know why movie stars marry other movie stars?"
Mm.
And I'm like, "They like each other?" I mean, he said no. He said because the other know what it's like to live in that world. You know what it's like to devote time to be great. She knows what it's like to devote time to be great. So you guys know what it's like to live in the other's world.
Yeah.
And you bring these worlds together.
That's not bad. You know what? And I'll tell you, I will. It is obvious how much, like you said, having someone who is just so motivated on so many levels. And I mean, the role model she is for our daughters. You couldn't ask for a better mother of your children. She also taught me that there's more seasoning than just salt and pepper. I had no idea. I had no idea you could use seasoning other than just salt and pepper. So I've learned a lot. But no, I feel so fortunate. It's like I said, it's been a hell of a journey. And then as a fun surprise, she's actually going to be handing out the Tiffany crowns at Athlos tomorrow night.
Wow, that's amazing.
And she was feeling left out last year, and so she was like, "Hey, I want to be a part of this." And so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun for the ladies. So on top of the cash prize, record breaking, they're getting those Tiffany crowns. It'll be good from the GOAT.
Well, we missed it this year, but I promise you, we'll be there next year.
You got to. And we're gonna have multiple meets. So New York,
we'll be there.
There's
That's our thing, Ocho and I. You know, hey, we talked to a lot of them doing the Olympics. We talked to them doing the World Championships, and we want to help any way we possibly can to grow the sport of track and field. Obviously, we're very women friendly. We want them to be the best. Alexis, thanks for joining us tonight. Tell Serena hello, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Shannon, Chad, y'all are amazing. Thank you. And,
Appreciate it.
All the best, y'all.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, guys.
Tickets for the Athlos New York City are also on sale now at athlos.com. Make sure you go get those tickets. See your favorite track and field athletes compete. Hey, Messiah already said she got her cash app ready, so she's ready to hey, just punch it in. Good to go.
Hey, matter of fact, I think I should compete, huh? No?
Next year.
Okay.
Let them have their moments. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate you, man. Best of luck on everything. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Ocho, after 5 weeks, Sports Illustrated has dropped their NFL quarterback ranking. Here they are. Josh Allen is number 1. Patrick Mahomes is number 2. I'm only going to do the top 10. Matthew Stafford is 3. Lamar Jackson is 4. Jared Goff is 5. Dak Prescott is 6. Baker Mayfield is 7. Justin Herbert is 8. Jordan Love is 9. Drake May is 10. Okay, just for the sake of argument, we'll go through 15. Daniel Jones is 11. Jaden Daniels is 12th. Sam Darnold is 13th. Jalen Hurts is 14th. C.J. Stroud is 15th. Bo Nix is 20. Jake Browning is 30.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I'm not sure when they made that list, but Daniel Jones and Baker Mayfield belong somewhere near the top, along with Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah. If we're just talking about this year, Baker Mayfield got to be in the top 5.
Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen, whatever list this is, and whatever it came out, it was based on what's been done so far up to this week in the season, week 5 or week 6, whatever.
Yes, for sure.
Daniel Jones and Baker Mayfield deserve to be in the top of that. Somewhere Sam Darnold needs to be in there as well.
Yeah. If we're just making it on this week,
right?
I'm not so sure that Baker Mayfield shouldn't be 1. We're not talking about. Look, we understand what Josh Allen has done. We understand what Patrick Mahomes has done. We understand what Matthew Stafford has done, and we know the MVPs that Lamar has done. But if we're basing it on the first 5 weeks of this season, those guys haven't outplayed Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry, and y'all know how I feel about Patrick Mahomes, and I love everybody that they got ranked. But they have not played. There are not 6 quarterbacks playing better than Baker Mayfield. That is a lie. I don't care what your fan base is. I don't care if you're Bill. I don't care if you're Chiefs. I don't care if you're the Rams. You Baltimore. There are not 6 quarterbacks playing the quarterback position better than Baker Mayfield. They're not.
Well, hell, shit, or Daniel Jones for that matter.
No, they're not.
He's a surprise. I didn't know. I mean, I could be one of them. I was a culprit, who felt he wasn't going to succeed.
Yes.
I just felt he wasn't, based on what we saw from him in New York. And for him to come to Indy and do what he's doing, I'm like, man, what in the world? He done flipped the whole script in the AFC South. He's playing phenomenal football, man. So I want to be the first to say I apologize and I was wrong.
I told you to go start. You ain't pay one. The guy that the incumbent starter, which is Richardson, is making $4 or $5 million. They bring a backup in making $14 million, and you think the guy that's making $14 million gonna be on the bench?
Oh yeah. that wasn't likely.
That's not happening. Ocho, with the game that you just watched, do you think Jalen Hurts is ranked appropriate at 14?
Ooh.
If you listen, we're not talking. He won the Super Bowl. He's Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
Based on what you've seen through the first 5 weeks of the season, has he played better than Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Drake May, Jordan Love? Has he played better than those guys?
I'm glad you put it that way. If anything, you know what? He's appropriately ranked. He's appropriately ranked based on what they ask of him to do offensively. What they ask of him to do offensively, where the numbers are not going to be like any of those guys that's ahead of him. So what he's asked to do, he is appropriately ranked right where he is, if that makes sense.
All I know is they're not six quarterbacks that's currently playing the quarterback position better than Shake and Bake. They're just not.
What you call him?
Shake and Bake. They're not. And look, we know Patrick Mahomes is the most accomplished. 3 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. You know, he's been in the Super Bowl 5 times. He's been in the AFC Championship. Every year that he's been a starter, he's never not been in the AFC Championship game. We get all that. Lamar's a 2-time league MVP. Josh Allen's a 1-time league MVP. Matthew Stafford led a team to the Super Bowl. I get all of that, and kudos. Those guys accomplished that, and you can't take that away from them. But I'm sorry, those guys are not playing the position better than Baker Mayfield is playing the position. It's just that simple. That ain't got nothing to do with what he might do moving forward. They said the first 5 weeks, this says after 5 weeks, Sports Illustrated dropped their quarterback ranking. So they're saying after 5 weeks of this year, 2025, nothing that happened 2024 going back, nothing that's going to happen week 6 moving forward. They said the first 5 weeks of this season, Baker Mayfield's played better than everybody.
Yeah. That he has.
And his record is just, they only lost 1 game. Josh Allen lost 1 game. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what their record. Lamar Jackson's 1-4. Matthew Stafford, I think they've lost 2 games. Jared Goff has lost a game. Dak, I think they're 2-1.
Yeah. What the Colts lost 1, right?
Colts lost 1, yes.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Ocho, there's a video going viral tonight that the staff wants us to react live to. Here's Deebo Samuels asking his rookie running back teammate, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, to blind rank 7th-round draft picks. Let's take a look at this video.
You got plenty of NFL greats that was drafted in the 7th round. I'm going to have you blind rank.
All right.
Shannon Sharp.
4.
Julian Edelman.
2.
Bo Jackson.
1.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
3.
Brock Purdy.
5.
He say Shannon Sharp 4 off the
What you would have put him at 3? I should have said 3. I might be
minimum 3. Now that your list is over, is there any name on here that you would exchange?
Nah, I'll probably keep it like that.
Yeah.
Who you think I should change on that?
He don't know Shannon Sharp.
So he said Shannon Sharp should be up higher.
He should minimum be
3.
He should be about 2 for real. But you know, you young bug, you don't know too much.
Feel me?
Yeah, Bill Young, huh? You heard me?
Hold on. Are you based it on what could have been or what actually was? Because of all those guys on the list, only one got a gold jacket.
You didn't hear what I just said, huh?
Yeah, clearly. He
Bill
probably only
is
thinks
young.
of me
He was
as
a
in this
baby.
space what I mean.
Yeah, Bill don't know, huh? He don't know. If he knew, he knows the name Shannon Sharp based on the show, based on what you've seen on TV, but he doesn't understand the game, what comes behind and with that name. He didn't know, because there's no way. As soon as they said your name, it should have been first.
But Joe, even when I came in the league, when you came in the league at 24, I mean, well, hell, I had been in the league 3 years at 24. What up, Solo? Bro, I'm just like, Do you not know anything? I mean, do you like football? Did you not follow the game of football?
He's a young.
Ocho, he's 24.
Nah, because you 24 don't mean you followed the game back then. You don't do the
That's
history.
what I'm saying.
Everybody, all of them not like that. Nah.
I was like, that man got Fitz Magic in front of me. I like, well, damn.
Oh man. Hey, matter of fact, Fitzpatrick out here too. Man, didn't he do the game tonight?
I don't know. I didn't see. I don't watch pre. I don't watch half. That's my time to go take the dogs out, let them handle their business, get anything, take the trash out because the trash is coming. You collect the trash tomorrow. That's my time to do all that. I don't watch nothing. When I turn the TV on Ocho to watch a Thursday night game, they're kicking the ball off.
Yeah, okay, I got you. I mean, it's so funny, I'm playing a flag football game tomorrow where I won't embarrass us. I will put on for nightcap to make sure we have something to talk about. I should have scored maybe 5, 6, 7 touchdowns.
For the flag football?
Yeah. I'm playing.
How many you gonna go?
Probably 5-8, 5-8, 5-8. Because I don't get an opportunity. This is my Super Bowl. This is basically my Super Bowl. I always talk about do things I've never done before, and so I have to pretend like I'm back in the league. And I might be auditioning for another job next year. You never know.
I am. I ain't really ran.
You never know.
I just been throwing the ball.
Another job doing what?
I just got
get an opportunity to play in the league again. Fitzpatrick is the quarterback on another team. That's why I said that. I'm wondering if he's still.
Who is your quarterback?
throwing the ball to who?
Diana. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. I just had it right here in front of me.
Nah, I think you were in punt return.
She's really good, flag football player.
Oh, okay. So she plays flag football.
Oh, yeah, Diana Flores.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nah, good shit, bro.
Destroying was on my team, and Speedy.
Oh yeah, he used to be the guy. He was a kicker for Central Florida, right? Yeah, he produced a lot of content. Yeah, I got it. As
a matter of fact, Mike, you watch MMA? Of course, you watch MMA. Yeah. Michael Venom Page is on another team.
Okay.
You know that? I'm thinking about like before I beat James Harrison ass. I'm thinking about a tune-up with Michael Venom Page. What you think?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah. So lump him up first, and then with Debo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How you think that's gonna go?
Fuck, my running back can't catch this.
Not good for you.
You see what I'm saying? But the knee was open. But
that's how I think it's gonna go.
But I fuck with it.
That's how I think it's gonna go. But no, if you say 7th round draft picks, if you want to say what could have been, who's the best athlete, well, that's Bo. Bo gonna win it. But they said who's the best 7th round athlete. I mean the best 7th round NFL player of the group that he listed. Now there might be somebody that's in the 7th round, but boy, I don't know.
Not nearly.
I like my chances.
Yeah,
I like our position.
I like him too if you know your history. If you your history of the game, and you know you're a young pup. He's a young pup. He's a young pup and doesn't understand.
He has Debo talking about where should I have him ranked? Well, Debo should have said, well, if you don't know where you should have him ranked, I can't help you.
Yeah.
I can't help you. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot of 7th rounders that's in the hall. Right. Brady's in the 6th. Brady's gonna be, and I like I said, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it ain't very many 7th rounders that's come in the NFL that's had a better career than what I had. I'm not saying, like I said, I don't know all of them, Ocho, but there ain't been many.
Right.
Because the draft used to be, 20 rounds. So I'm sure if we go back to the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, you might find one. But it ain't many. It ain't Dan on that list.
Let me see what Stanford talking about.
Ocho, just days after his most embarrassing moment of the season, Chief pass rusher Chris Jones addressed why he didn't give maximum effort on the Jaguars' game-winning touchdown. Jones says it's a teaching point for me. The little adversity, I can't think the play is over. It's a learning lesson. I thought it was over. I thought we had him down, so I kind of stopped and was about to celebrate. Then I realized he wasn't down. Chris Jones is one of the core leaders of the Chiefs, and to see him take a playoff in that situation doesn't seem real. Does sum up, but for me, I thought they were going to let him score. That's what I would have done, Ocho.
Yeah.
That way, hey, let them score right now.
Yes.
I need maximum time, but I think it caught them off guard that they was passing the ball instead of running it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe CJ, and I'm like I said, this is me thinking for him,
Right.
because it's hard for me to believe that I saw it in real time. I'm like, damn, CJ. But I thought that, and maybe they did think that they were going to run the ball, and I think they were a little surprised that the Chiefs passed the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But in a situation like that, you can't assume. He knows that. I mean, he knew that, but now he really knows that. And obviously Andy had to talk. Red had to talk to him. It's just not a good look. Yeah. And he knows that. You're talking about one of the premier deep tackles, a 3-time Super Bowl champ, a multiple-time All-Pro player. He's more than likely going to be the All-Pro defensive tackle of the 2020s. Can't have that on your resume.
Right.
Like you said, it's a teachable moment. I don't think we'll have that issue with CJ again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, listen, you think about how many 65 snaps. I'm not sure how many play on defense.
Yeah.
All of them aren't 100% effort, but you can't look like you did on that play.
No.
You can't look like
no.
There's a microscope on you being who you are. Aaron Donald's no longer playing, so you are considered widely as the best defensive tackle in the game. So there's a camera always on you from every goddamn angle.
You're absolutely right. Jones also said his social media accounts weren't deactivated as an attempt to avoid criticism. Ocho, back in your day, we didn't really have to deal with social media 24/7, the Twitter, viral takes. Do you think athletes in today's game face more criticism than they did in years past?
Well, absolutely, because not only you have to deal with the media, you have to deal with the fans as well. Before the fans had no way of having access to you. You didn't have to see it. You just have to hear it either on radio or on TV. Now you deal with way more criticism, and they critique you way more when you don't play well, or things don't happen, or you get hit hard, or you fumble the ball. You got to deal with it from everybody and all the social media. So you have to have thick skin, huh? You have to have thick skin, especially to be a player in this era, especially to be a great player in this era. It has to go one end out the other. You have to be able to ignore it. At times, you have to be able to laugh at yourself and laugh at your mistakes in order to continue to function, at a high level in whatever respective craft it is you're doing, just not football in general, whether it be, you're a rapper or you play football, you play tennis, everything is everywhere now. You become a meme, and sometimes you got to take the jokes for what they are, and you have to laugh at yourself and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just go again.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it. Everybody that has a phone and have a social media account, they're a former NFL, NBA, MLB player, they're a former coach, they're a former general manager, they're a former VP. So now everybody has an opinion, and you can see their opinion show up in real time. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right, Ocho. With the media, you're not getting away with anything. There was a time that the media would see a player doing something,
right,
and it would never make the news. It would never make the papers. That ain't happening now.
No,
it's not happening. If they see you do something, it's getting reported because everybody wants to be first. Everybody wants to break the story. It's like it's gonna get out anyway.
Right.
So let me be the first to get it. So there is no longer that bond that used to be between the great players and the reporters. That's over.
That's long.
That's over. And now everybody has a camera. So you can't do, even if you wanted to get away with something, for the most part, it's hard to get away with stuff now.
Right.
Because just think about it. Jordan going out the night before and playing and gambling. Boy, that was going to be on somebody's thing. Look at Michael Jordan before he played the Knicks. Mm-hmm. This Michael Jordan at the blackjack table, y'all. What's going on?
Yeah, cameras everywhere too now.
Everywhere.
The funny thing, knowing Jordan and how he was, his mannerisms, his persona in general, man, he wouldn't give two you know what.
Oh, absolutely. Why you think you don't see his ass out now?
Well, he really can't be out.
He couldn't be out. Jordan hadn't been able to be Mike Jordan since
Yeah.
he was at UNC.
Yeah,
The moment he hit the league
it was a
and
wrap.
did that, it was over.
Wrap, yeah.
And Willie, when he got those red and black shoes, it
Yeah.
was good night Irene.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
Yeah.
Think about it, Ocho. He's really Michael Jackson. They really never been able to enjoy. I mean, you got to rent the whole movie theater. You want to go out to a movie, you got to rent the whole theater out. You want to take the kids skate, you got to rent the whole skating rink out.
I couldn't live like that.
It would be hard.
I couldn't live like
Everything is under a microscope. Just imagine how everything looks so big under a microscope. That's how you look in the public eyes.
Now that I don't mind. I don't care. I don't care about the microscope because what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I don't play a character. This is just me. But the whole not being able to go anywhere, I'm too sociable. I love conversing with people. I love seeing people and hugging and saying.
You wouldn't be that way if you was that.
You don't think
so? Couldn't. Boy, you can't be. Boy, you couldn't be like that with that kind of money. Boy, people will get you.
Oh, you talking about the money wise? Okay.
Yeah. What person you know that popular that don't have money?
Well, hold on. I got money now. What you saying?
Not like that.
Okay.
They but they chop your head off.
Yeah, I got a question.
What?
What can Michael Jordan and LeBron do that I can't do?
Go to the mall. They can't do that. We just talked about it, man. What you can't do. You can't go. But that's what you have to be able to do. If you a Jay-Z, where Jay-Z gonna go? Where Beyonce gonna go? Where Taylor Swift gonna go? You think Taylor Swift can call up her girlfriend? Girl, let's go to the mall. Girl, let's go get us a drink. Where they going?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm one of the I've always been accessible. I don't care how big I get, which is probably why God would never bless me with that type of wealth, because He know damn well I'm gonna be at the mall. He know damn well I'm gonna be at the McDonald's drive-thru. He know damn well I'm gonna be at every soccer game I can get to. It's not happening. He know damn well I'm gonna still be on my grandma's porch in Liberty City and have everybody driving around and see if I'm sitting out there. I'm not. I can't. I can't.
I mean, you might be out there, but you're gonna have security, and then you're gonna be up in a box. You ain't gonna be in the stands.
It ain't the same, huh? When you go to a sporting event, especially
You're not the same. You look at that through the prism that you're the same. You're not the same. You can still have some of the same friends and y'all, but they come to you.
Right.
They go someplace, they take the whole island over. You see, most of the time, you see them, where do you see them at? On the yacht. When you see Jay-Z, how many security you see with him? How many in that detail, that security detail? When you see Mike.
Damn.
That's your life now, Ocho. That is your life. It's private jets. It ain't no more Spirit. It ain't no more in the airports. It's not anymore that.
Whoa. So you telling me if I reach that type of wealth, I can't fly Spirit no more?
You're not flying that. That sounds good, but you're not flying that. You're not going to be worth $1 billion, $5 billion, $10 billion, $30 billion and fly that. You're not. That's just like you don't buy the same. You buy chrome hearts. You see what you spend your money on? And I guarantee you, when you were younger, you're like, ain't no way I spent this much money for a car.
Wait a minute. I didn't buy chrome hearts. That was a gift from my baby.
So everything that you got is a gift from your baby. Them watches, that jewelry, that Cuban, that house you got, all that gifts.
Oh, no.
Exactly. You see how you move accordingly to the the resources. Just imagine, I gave you you worth $2 billion
right
which
now.
Means,
okay. Let's reset. Let's hypothetically speaking.
Okay, Ocho, you worth $2 billion.
Okay. So tell me what you think I'm not gonna do. And
you're not walking in a regular airport. You're gonna fly private because you have the kind of means to fly private, because you're not gonna run. Ocho, you're not gonna run the risk. You're a high value target.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
I know why you think everybody is your friend. When
Right.
you get that kind of money, you build up a lot of enemies also.
Damn. I got. Hey, you think I got enemies right now? You think
Hell
so?
yeah.
What?
Absolutely. And
Hey.
the more money you get, the more you get, the more dissension, dislike, jealousy, envy
But
comes along with it.
I'm a likable person. You could ask anybody in the world.
What Biggie say? More money, more problems. He didn't say more. He didn't say more money, more friends. More money, more problems.
You're right by that. You're right, but I just don't understand how anybody could not like me. Like, well, I don't. Do
I
nothing-
want you to
I
get a
don't do nothing-
billion, so
hey, I
that's
don't
the
do
only way
nothing
I'm gonna get my 5900 back.
Huh?
That's the only way I'm gonna get my 5900 back if you get a billion.
Not really. I give it to you now. But I told you, as long as I owe you, you'll never go broke.
Well,
I just see it's better suited in my hands as opposed to yours.
so you drawing interest on my money.
I ain't drawing interest on your money, but I just got your best interest. You see how
I can
that
say
works?
I can show you that 5900, man.
I got you. I got you.
Got a few bills I need to pay.
What you need to pay?
Ain't
I
none
can
of them 5900 though.
Hey, I can loan you some if you need it.
Oh, you gonna loan? So you owe me, but you willing to loan me money. You gonna loan me my money. Chad, how that make sense? Chad, this man just told me he owe me money, but he gonna loan me my money.
Listen, I ain't gonna loan you the money out what I owe you. I'm gonna loan you some money out of.
Oh, you gonna pay me and then loan me extra?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm good. Yeah, but I think everybody in our chat understands the level of scrutiny that these athletes face today. The older athletes didn't have to worry about that. They didn't have to worry about that. They didn't have to worry about their business being, because if somebody want to tell your business, where were they going?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he had recording somebody's phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody having cameras, coming in and out.
Hey,
That was none of that. Go ahead, Ocho.
I'm seeing a lot of that lately. And not sports related in general, but I thought that was a federal offense. I thought that was a felony and recording someone.
It all depends on what state you're in.
Oh, okay.
California, yeah, they tell you up with that.
Golly.
You can't record now a call. You in someone's now you have no leg to stand on in a public setting for privacy. You can't be out the park and talk about, man, don't film me. Nah. You can't be in the airport talking about don't film me. You do have a level of privacy in your own home.
Okay.
You do have a level, like some states, it only matters the person that's taping you, recording you, know that that's happening. Other than that. So it all depends on the state. It varies from state to state. But this level of criticism and scrutiny that guys, Serena and the women's athletes and the men athletes today, it's not even close. Even Mike said it. Mike said he don't know how he would be able to function with this social media.
No.
Shador Sanders says he's excited for other rookies who have played and been playing through them. Let's take a listen to what Shador had to say.
Anytime players, that I came in with and that I spend a lot of time with, they get moved up and they able to have a vital role in this offense and this piece, I get extremely excited for, and I'm playing through them. You know what I mean? I'm excited just as them every time they get out there and run a route and everything, because it's just amazing that, you start somewhere and then you're able to evolve and get to a different level and go out there and actually execute it. Just like Dylan, like whenever he got moved up to QB1, I'm like, that's lit, bro. You got to make sure you handle everything the right way and, just continue being him. So, like for me, overall, I'm just happy. I'm excited that everybody is living their dreams, and I'm living my dream also. Come every day and be able to work.
That's dope.
I like that.
That's dope because I got that same feeling. I got that same feeling. You know, now the circumstances are a little different. I was a second round pick, you know, and I went in and TJ was there. We were both rookies, and watching TJ get his shine because he learned some of the things a little bit before me, so he got an opportunity to get in there and do some things a little different. You know, it might not have been the game, but just saying practice, and I was excited. I was living vicariously through him because, oh my goodness, we done made it to the league. We done left Oregon State, and boy, you out there shining, boy. You just beat the starting DB. So I'm hyped. So to see him get the opportunity to be in there and just get his feet wet with the ones was awesome for me. And it took me a little longer to get myself in a groove before I got my opportunity with the ones. You know, it's especially in practice before I saw the light of day in an actual game. So I get exactly where he's coming from. So to go to war, to be in meetings, to see all the work you put in turn into fruition live on game days at 1 o'clock is a wonderful sight to see, and it's easy to be happy for someone, especially a competitor that you're competing with for a starting spot.
Yeah, but you know, he worked out with Cam Ward. So he has a relationship, and you know, the banter that they had going back and forth. So I'm sure he's extremely excited. Dylan is there, although they played the same position. They're like, hey, bro, you get an opportunity to go in and do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, you root for your guys that, you know, I want to see you do well. I don't want to see you fail. I don't want anything to happen to Dylan, but if I have to go in there, if that's how I got my start, that's how I got my start.
Right.
And I just love his attitude. I just love the way that, hey, I get to live my dream. I still get to come to work. Mm-hmm. Hey, as long as they tell me I got a helmet, and I get to put some cleats on,
good.
My key work, as long as I can punch my code in at that gate and it slide open, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. He wants to start. He wants to play. Who doesn't want to? Who doesn't?
That's any competitor, Unc.
Yeah, that's what you should want to do.
If you don't want to play, you shouldn't be playing at the highest level in general. Everybody
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, Ocho, like, man, I made the team. Man, I'm in the NFL.
Yeah.
But then you started looking around. You're like, hold on, man, I ain't never sat the bench.
Yeah. Man,
I played special teams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking all the reps that the starters don't want to take.
Basically.
So now
Basically.
Hell no, this got to change. And so, but I like I said, I'm excited. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
That he understands that, look, it's not going the way I envisioned it. I thought I would started with the draft. For me, Ocho, once the draft happened the way it happened for him, it happened to me the same way. I was like, man, ain't nothing. Ain't no Gibbons now. Mm-hmm. Where I thought I was going to get drafted, how I thought I was going to get drafted. So what makes me think now that I got drafted in the 7th round, I'm going to go to a team and I'm going to be able to play right away?
Hey, listen, you understand the game. You saw the game they were playing at the draft, so you understand the game that they're playing now. Nothing has changed.
Nope.
Nothing has changed, but what they are waiting on you to do, they're waiting on you to fold.
They're waiting on you to say something crazy. And then they're going to talk about, see, that's why, because they used to know what, he said, he didn't want to go to Baltimore and sit and blah, blah, blah. See, that's why, you should, look, everybody, look, for me, you, Ocho, we happy. I don't care where I went. I just wanted to get somebody draft me. Give me an opportunity to play. I don't care if they had 12 tight ends. I don't care if they had 15 receivers. Guess what? They got 16 now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the way, but that's him. I had for the longest time, Ocho, I was like, man, I wouldn't have did it like that.
Right.
But somebody wouldn't have did it how I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So all I know is like when I speak, I'm talking about like when it comes to winning and trying to keep the locker room together. There's certain things that we family. And we family, there's like, man, I ain't know he like his brother. I ain't know they didn't talk. Yeah, because that's family. They keep it in-house. I look at us, the football team, as a family. Whatever dissension that we have, Ocho, whatever we have going on,
right?
Let's keep it in-house. We can work it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that way we can control the narrative. We can control the story. Once they get out, Ocho, they're going to write what they want to write now. Mm-hmm. I got the pen. Ocho, They tell me until the lions have thumbs, every hunter will be glorified. He writing the story.
Yeah, until the lions have thumbs, every hunter. Boy, that's a bar. Hey, that's a bar. Hey, ain't got no pen and pad in the goddamn hotel here in goddamn London, boy. Until the lion have thumbs. Wait, yes they do. Hold on. Well, stop playing, boy. Well, that's a good one there. I remember it too. Until the lion has thumbs, the hunter will always write the story.
The hunter will always be glorified.
Oh, glorified. Okay.
Because he's actually writing the story.
Ooh. Boy, I'm gonna use that in my next argument. It's probably, hey, listen, it probably will have. That mean I won.
Ocho, the
Yeah.
Browns are currently paying 8 QBs. They're paying Deshaun Watson $35.9 million. They're paying Jameis Winston $2.2 million.
Right.
Dylan Gabriel $1.1 million. Joe Flacco $999,000. Shador Sanders $955,000. Bailey Zappi $315,000. Dorian Thompson Robinson $171,000. Kenny Pickett, they paid him out the front pocket $8,000.
Hey, listen. That's light. That's light. That's light. The only
Catch the
thing
ball,
on there
man.
that
Fuck. Catch the ball.
kind of would hurt is Deshaun not being able to be out there and play and contribute, making that kind of money. Things didn't go well. I'm curious to see what's going to happen next year when he is healthy and he's able to come back and contribute.
Get the
What
fucking
happens to
ball.
that starting job? I'm sure because his salary is so high and he commands so much of that. Damn, what do you call it? Salary.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be the starter next year, especially if he's healthy. That's 35?
36 million, 35.9.
Oof. Hey, boy.
Ocho, we got some breaking news. Loyola University of Chicago has announced that Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt has passed away at the age of 106. March Madness, never gonna be the same. Every year when the team make it, she was there in a wheelchair, Sister Jean.
Yeah.
And boy, that's a life.
Yeah.
That is a life.
Hey, 106? Well, that's a blessing, boy.
Yeah.
No, do you know how much you've seen over a lifetime to live 100 years?
Ooh.
100?
Man.
Hey, would you want to live that long, huh?
Only if I'm healthy and I'm in my right mind. I don't want to be a burden to no one. If I become a burden, no.
Right.
No, I don't want to be a burden.
You know what?
don't.
I would love, because of what I know now, and as amazed as I am at society and in the era of technology and as advanced as it is, I would love to see what it's like 50, 60 years from now. I would love to be here.
Who the fuck are you throwing
also
it
with
to?
my health and being in the right state of
Who
mind.
are you
I would
throwing
love
it
that.
to?
Yeah. If
As long as
I'm
my
a
kids
burden,
don't-
The
my
fuck are
kids
we-
promise me, don't put me
Oh
on.
my gosh,
Don't
he
you
is
put me on.
open.
And I know my kids, some of my kids might be watching right now. Y'all put your daddy in the home. I tell you what, I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna haunt you.
yeah.
I'm gonna haunt you as a ghost. Don't
Yeah.
put me in the home.
I don't want to be,
Look at this goofy shit.
I don't want to be hooked up to no machines. Let me go. Hey, your dad your dad had a great life. Your brother, I've already given everybody instructions, so they know what to do. But no, I don't want to be a burden.
Right.
I never want to be a burden. And I want my kids to live their life and not have to worry about dad and can't live their life. Your dad lived his life. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what to do. You've been instructed. You know what to do.
Yeah.
But I want to live as long as I can do for myself, Ocho. I'm in my right mind, and I'm not a burden.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. I don't do good as a burden. I'm irritable. So I just am. I'm not a guy that does well hurt. When I'm injured or stuff like that, I don't do well. That's why, man, Ocho, I had surgery on my hip.
Yeah.
I got to that morning. I got home at 1:30. 2 o'clock, I was in the driveway walking with my walker.
Hey, hold on, doing everything you not supposed to be doing, basically.
I'm gonna speed up this recovery time. That's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be dependent. I hate depending on people, Ocho.
Right.
Especially, like I understand, but I don't want to be a bird. I don't like it. Well, can you do this for me? I hate that. I hate it. So I don't know. But no, I don't. So.
Oh, that's crazy.
As long as I got my right mind, Ocho. Everybody that my grandmothers, all my grandparents, they had all their right minds.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma was 89 years of age, and she had a right mind. And when my great grandma was 92, she had a right mind. So as long as I'm in my right mind and I'm not a burden, Ocho, and I can do for myself.
Yes, sir.
Shay wanna hold on, but the moment that happens.
That's it.
Jamar Chase gives the first comments about the Bengals acquiring veteran quarterback Joe Flacco. When asked how he learned about the trade, Chase said T. Higgins initially told him, and Zach Taylor confirmed the news. Jamar says he appreciates the organization trying to make this work amid a trying season. Ocho, with Flacco finally getting a chance to work with elite weapons, what do you see for the Bengals?
Well, what I see for the Bengals, with now Flacco getting elite weapons he's never had before, and I look at some of the numbers. I looked at some of the numbers today based on some of the games that Flacco has played throughout his career, and he's never thrown anything like this. I say Flacco might throw for 400.
Who they play?
The Packers.
How he gonna throw for 400? He gonna have no time.
Again, you heard what I said. Because the strength of the Packers defense is up front. I do understand that.
The weakness of your offense is up front.
Hey, but that back end is vulnerable. It's vulnerable now. Yeah, I'm just all honestly, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect because I saw it up close in person. Obviously, with Jake Browning and him running for his life, with that offensive line he had to deal with, playing against Aiden Hutchinson and those young fellas, hoping, pride in itself, playing for the name on the back of that jersey. There's a better showing. There's a better showing from us up front and having some type of pride about yourself and your game. Because that shit you putting out is on film and people get to see that. You do what you can to keep goddamn Joe Flacco upright because you know what he can do when he's able to have time and throw the ball. And if we're gonna have a chance offensively to even compete, talk about winning, compete week to week, we got to be able to block.
I'm playing 22 man.
For 2 seconds. That's
I'm playing 22 man because I ain't worried about Flacco going nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's fine. That's fine. You got to do
Ocho,
something.
the rant everyone has been talking about. Michael Irvin went off on Facts Over Feelings podcast for saying Deion Sanders wouldn't be able to cover these current NFL receivers. Ocho, let's take a listen to what they had to say.
Oh, let me hear
The
this.
receivers from back then,
Might not be prime though.
these guys that he played against weren't that fast, bro. They were stronger, but they weren't that fast. These guys now, I love to see him. I would have loved to see him play against Chad in his prime. I would have loved to see him play
he
against
covered
Justin
me.
Jefferson right now today. All these different guys. I would love to see him cover Tyreek. If Prime is who we think he is.
Are you shitting me? We are the two most accomplished receivers in the history of this game. When you're talking about the most important things, championships, and your stupid ass talking about running fast, like people weren't running fast back then. Are you shitting me? What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know your name, and I certainly don't know your game. I don't see you every year with a gold jacket in that Hall of Fame room. So who the f are you to talk about what? Deion Sanders couldn't cover these guys today. Do you really know what you're talking about? You think there were not fast guys in the league when I played? You think Tyreek Hill can outrun an Olympian like Bullet Bob Hayes, who played before me? You must get to run around and play 7-on-7 touch football. We had pain in our game, and y'all don't even know shit about pain. Football's not about running fast. It's not about speed. It's about getting the job done. It's about getting the job done.
Hey,
Look.
hey, Herb, funny boy.
Yeah, look here.
Herb, funny. Herb gonna tell it like it is now. And obviously back then, I think back then players were fast.
Well,
Players
Ron Brown got a gold medal. Sam Grady got a gold medal. James Jett got a gold medal. I want to know the current player that's currently playing right now that got a gold medal.
Nah,
Because all those guys, Sam Grady won the silver medal in the Olympics in '84. Time played against him. Ron Brown was on the relay team.
Yeah,
James Jett ran alternate leg in the qualifying on the 19 Barcelona team in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So I want to know which one of you guys think faster than Sam Grady, faster than Ron Brown, faster than James Jett.
Them boy was moving, huh?
He played. Y'all say Randy Moss was fast. He played against Randy Moss. Okay.
Ooh. And people, I don't think people. Well, see, I saw it up close and personal. Huh? Well, that shit was different, boy.
Yeah.
Lord have
I was
mercy.
in the league with those guys I'm talking about was in the league. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to realize there are certain players.
No, wrong
Time
button.
is a
Wrong
player that could have
motherfucking
played
button.
in the era because he was so extraordinary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was extraordinary, but he wasn't covering me though. But go ahead, I hear you.
You have to understand. See, people just look at time and they say just speed. Time was technically sound. He studied a lot of tape.
Yeah.
He gonna make you play to your weakness. He gonna play to his strengths and force you to your weakness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all need to go see the play when Rocket Ismail. He picked off a deep post from Rocket Ismail. They threw it
off his head. The one off his head.
and took it and put the ball up in the air.
Yeah.
Coming back the other way with it. Like I said, I think the thing is, look, man, these guys, they don't realize, like Darryl Green. Y'all do realize, like Darryl Green, like, they didn't keep track of 40 times like they do now, Ocho. That was way back then. The combine really didn't start kicking off until the late 80s.
Right.
That's when the combine, because back then they had regional combines, Ocho. If you was in the South, you went to a combine in the South. If you was in the West, you went to the combine in the West. If you North, that's how it was. It wasn't centralized like it is now. But Darryl Green, Darryl Green can win. Rod ran tried to qualify for the Olympics. Mm-hmm. He ran against Greg Foster.
The boy was moving.
Look, and that's not a knock on these guys right here, because these guys are phenomenal, and they're phenomenal. But you can't discount just because of what you see, and you didn't see guys back then, and just try to summarily discount them. So I guess based on that, Reggie White couldn't play now. LT couldn't play now. Derek Thomas couldn't play now. Bruce Smith couldn't play now. So I'm trying to figure out who could play in that era. So I guess, John Elway and Dan Marino, those guys couldn't play in this era.
Yeah, listen, all those defensive ends you just named right now, Lawrence Taylor probably wouldn't last 2 weeks in this league. wouldn't last 2 weeks. For one, either you ain't going to have no check or you're going to be suspended. One or the other. One or the other.
He got bad. Look at him. Oh, man, he got bad. He ought to. I promise you, there was good football played. Granted, the athletes have gotten better. Technology has gotten better.
That they have, yeah.
Supplementation has gotten better. Diet has gotten better, Ocho. Training has gotten better. Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to think about what these guys were working with. So that means Deion Sanders was going to have the training, the nutrition, the supplementation that these guys have.
Now, yeah.
He had none of that doing what he did. Those guys that you see that I mentioned, Sam Grady and Ron Brown and James Jett, they're going to have the same nutrition. They're going to have the same coaching. They're going to have the same that these guys have now.
Yeah.
Guys.
That's a great hypothetical too.
Yeah, that's why you think guys have gotten faster. Of course, things change.
Yeah.
But if you give those guys the same nutrition, the same training, the same, hey, they got red light therapy and saunas, Ocho. They got dip tanks. They got all that stuff. They got all the acupuncture and all the other things. How good do you think they could have been?
Much better. Much better. Damn.
Rams linebacker Jared Verse said he'd be effing furious if Lamar Jackson isn't able to play Sunday. Verse said Lamar is on his sack bucket list, along with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Ocho, which opponent did you both circle the calendar and look forward to facing during your time? Only one.
Hey,
I want to say I got a block on it. Either he beat me for a sack or I blocked him and he didn't make the tackle. LT.
Yeah. Oh,
LT. LT was hurt when we played him.
I think
Bro, you fucking.
matter of fact, you remember chat, those you who were in the chat.
Bro.
You remember I made that
come on.
checklist in 2005 before the season started? You remember that?
Fuck.
Yeah, I
man.
remember you making the checklist. I don't remember who was on it.
Yeah, I mean, Champ and
Like, fuck be
Fred
wrong with
Sue
me. Just play
Gary
football,
Dye-
man. Like, fuck.
I remember doing that. So just that 2005 year,
Hold on.
I made a checklist. I put it in my locker before the season started, and I eliminated it. Obviously, with the boxes, check yes and check no. And you have to understand how arrogant and cocky this was of me. But I was just confident. I was confident in the work that I put in to be able to pull this off. So how you let somebody put your name in a locker and tell them you're not gonna stop me? If you stop me one time, that's all I had to do. Just stop me one time in the game, you get a yes by your name. And I went through that I went through that 2005 season, understanding there's nobody that's gonna stop nothing I do because of the work I put in, not only in the film room and studying,
Training.
Man, please.
Preparing for that season.
Man, I went out there and acted a fool that 2005 season, and we're checking everybody off. I think I might have lost. I can't remember who I lost to, but yeah, that was some very arrogant shit I did.
But hey, it's hard to overlap eras. Things were different.
Yeah.
Back then than there is now.
Too
But
many
hey,
factors.
just enjoy. All you gotta do is just enjoy what you're seeing. It's not because we don't know. It's easy to say we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho, it's time we're gonna get out of here on this one. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A.
It's about final segment of evening. It's 6 in the morning.
Oh, my bad. It's my final segment for this evening. Your final segment in the morning.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to
Howard Bell say, I think it's fair to say Jackson Dart outplayed Jalen tonight. I don't know the Eagles' offense just struggling. Sirianni might need to take over the play calling. Yeah, he outplayed him. He made more plays with his legs, made a big-time throw. But, hey, it happens. Question is, Eagles, do they bounce back? We'll see in 10 days, Ocho.
Yeah. Damn, 10.
Yeah, because they play Thursday, so they don't play till next Sunday.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Cool Sharky. Eagle fans clown Cowboys for beating an 0-4 team, and Eagles immediately follow that by losing to a 1-4 team. But hey, it's one loss. He laughing. Yo, Dutch. To me, Steph shouldn't be in the top 10 before Kobe. So my question to you is, do you think Kobe belongs in the top 10? If so, who you taking out? Ralph Buff, Pat's Nation. So hard to some great players. Ron, Jordan, Kareem, Magic.
I got room service.
Duncan, Wilt,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Film Study from 11 Warriors. I'm Kyle Jones, your host. Today, we're going to talk about Ohio State's defense under Matt Patricia. Now, we're a quarter of the way through the regular season. 3 games against varying levels of talent and quality of opponent have given us a much better idea of what this system is going to be with its new coordinator in charge. Now, I, like many others, had questions about what this defense would be, what the system would be, and the philosophy with Matt Patricia in charge. Of course, he's coming not just from the NFL, but from Bill Belichick's multiple system in New England that really evolved year to year and week to week. So led me and many others to wonder, what are we going to see with him in charge of the Scarlet and Gray? Now, obviously, the returns thus far have been excellent. The Buckeye defense has been one of the best defenses in the country, both statistically and just when you turn on the tape. Obviously, the results speak for themselves for the number 1 team in the nation. New stars are emerging like Arvell Reese. Old stars, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles continuing to play well. But I wanted to take a look at some of the scheme, right? Now, what I want to point out first and foremost as we start to talk about some of the fronts, and we'll get into different fronts and coverages today. We're going to go through what we've seen thus far this season. Is the difference in the fronts is it's very much an odd front-based defense now. And that's a big change going back the last 30, 40 years. Ohio State has been primarily an even front, playing 4-man down, down linemen. So 2 defensive tackles, 2 ends, right? Very traditional as we think about it. We're seeing very different looks. We're seeing a nose tackle directly over the center. We're seeing linebackers mugged up on the line. We're seeing all kinds of different looks, but really the most important thing is it's an even look. So a lot of 3- and 5-man defensive fronts, and they're playing that the majority of the time. Against Ohio, they played odd fronts about 60% of the time, which is a huge difference from what we've seen from Ohio State defenses in the past. Now, from a coverage perspective, we've shown in a few different episodes, if you've been watching, how we've talked about disguise. But what we haven't focused on are what exactly are they disguising, right? And how much are they running these different coverages? Now, from a purely charting perspective, they're running the same kind of coverages and at about the same rate overall that we saw last year under Jim Knowles. A good mix of cover 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to show you what that means here in today's video. But want to talk about some of the different ways they're getting there. They're they're disguising it differently, not just from year to year, but week to week. Sometimes within the same game, they're disguising it in different ways. That's helping to protect the fact that these tendencies overall, we're seeing a lot of cover 3 one week, but then we're seeing a lot of cover 1 the next. So a lot of difference in the scheme, even if they all add up to similar tendencies, how they're getting there is very different. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's dig in. Okay, we're going to start off by showing a pretty basic version of the cover 3 we're talking about. Now, you can see with the way Ohio State's lined up, there's 2 deep safeties in the middle of the field. But what we're going to see as the play goes on is this is what we call a weak roll. So the weak side safety, the boundary safety, in this case, Caleb Downs, he's going to roll down into playing that curl flat zone. It's going to create a 3 deep, which you can see between the other safety, McLean, as well as the 2 cornerbacks are going to bail out. That's a 3 deep, and then you're going to have a 4 under coverage, right? You're going to have 4 defenders playing underneath. Downs becomes that 4th. Now, in the nomenclature that we know Ohio State uses, which is similar to the Saban school. Again, this is the Saban-Belichick connection coming through here. They call that cover 6. In other systems, a cover 6 is a different coverage, quarter, half, which we'll talk about in a different way. But right now, we know that for Ohio State, they call it cover 6, but really this is a version of cover 3. Now, what happens in this play? Now, you're going to see it's a RPO, it's a fake handoff. The quarterback's going to pull because he's actually looking up top and reading. He sees Jermaine Matthews at the top of the screen is bailing out into that cover 3. Teams are going to be doing this a lot because of how much Ohio State's playing this cover 3 shell. What does that do is it leaves a big cushion for these quick hitting routes, right? Quarterback pulls the ball, goes to make this quick, double slants, the 2 outside receivers to the top of the screen, the right side of the quarterback. They're just running 2 quick ins, and that's where the quarterback's going because he's got about 7 yards between his target and the corner because that corner, again, he had to bail into a deep third. But he makes the throw in a great rally and tackle. You can only run this coverage if you trust your corners. All right, let's talk about the fronts. We talked about this diamond penny front, right? It's an odd front. We talked about this in the beginning. This has become a very big staple of the Ohio State defense. Now, this instance is a 3rd and short against Ohio, but we've seen this formation, this front, regardless of situation. Now, we want to show why it works against the run. Now, we'll show this play. It's going to be a lot of man coverage. You can see Lorenzo Styles Jr. follows the motion receiver. and Ohio State ends up stuffing this play for a negative loss, creating fourth down. Now, as we switch to the end zone view, what you're going to see is you can see that there's 3 linemen lined up over the middle. Now, this is that penny. They call it diamond again in the nomenclature that comes from New England. And because that diamond, you've got the point of the diamond, the lower point is that nose tackle directly over the center, right? Then you have 2 defensive ends, or in this case, 1 defensive tackle, another end, Caden Curry, but they're lined up in those B gaps, right? So they're between the guard and tackle. They're really just plugging the inside, and then you have 2 stand-up ends. You have, in this case, Kenyatta Jackson, and then one of the linebackers, Arvell Reese, he's lined up as a defensive end. Now they're doing this again from 4-2-5 personnel. It's not that they've got 3 big, heavy defensive tackles like you might have in the NFL. They're adapting the personnel they have and using their middle linebacker as a defensive end a significant portion of the time. The big reason you want to do this is what it's going to free up in the run game, and that is that free hitter. In this case, it's the lone linebacker. He's the top of the
fucking
diamond,
Eagles
right?
ran for
Nose tackle's the
73
bottom.
total
This guy's acting
yards.
as the top of it, and they're going to keep him free.
They
because
got
of
one of
all
the
that
best running backs in the league.
Motion's going to happen right in the middle of the.
The Eagles got one of the best running backs in the league, and they just ran for 20 carries for 73 yards. 20 carries for 73 yards. Fuck. Dallas Goedert went crazy, 9 for 110 in the tug. A.J. Brown played better, 6 for 80, 4 for 49. I know the people that had that man for 50 yards is pissed. That's why I said I take them for 30, 40 yards. I ain't even finna mess with it. 30, 40 yards. But who would have thought they was 8-point favorites and they lost by 17. 8-point favorites and they lost by 17. That is insane. I took them can't lose by 4. That is insane. 8-point favorites and you lose by 17. What the fuck? But Jackson Dart, the Rook, played a clean game. 17 for 25, 195. 7.8 yards to throw in a touchdown. He got sacked twice. QBR 89.8. Quarterback rating, his rating, overall rating, 104.6. Cam Scatterbo, 19 for 98. He had 1 less carry and 25 more yards than the entire Eagles run game. He had 1 less carry and 25 more yards than the entire Eagles rushing offense. Crazy. Jackson Dart had 13 for 58 in the touchdown. Scat had 3 of them. Damn. Scat 3 of them. Wandale Robinson, 6 for 84. I knew, bro, was going. Theo got 2 catches. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I be picking them bitches. Who would have thought the Eagles was not going to score in the second half? Who would have thought that? If anybody put money on the Eagles not scoring in the second half, they had them to score and was watching the game and then just took the opposite, covered themselves. Because ain't no way. I mean, the Giants was at home. It's a divisional game. I'm gonna play one game of Madden and then. So check this out. Since Jackson Dart has started, he is 2-1 as a starter. All right, so I could comfortably say I take Scatterbo for 12 carries a game. Every time. I don't even care if they win. I might just take that prop. Until he, for whatever, unless he get hurt or something, I think that's the only reason why he wouldn't get more than 12 carries in the game. All right, so I take that back. His numbers is a little bit inflated. He getting more and more touches per game, but yeah, Wandale Robinson for 5 catches since Neighbors hurt every game. So scat for 10 plus 12 plus carries a game. Who they play next? They play the Broncos. Damn, and then they play the Eagles again. I ain't gonna lie. The Giants shit kind of tough. They got to play the whole NFC North back to back to back. That shit wild. They got the Broncos, then they got the Eagles again, then they got the 49ers, then they got the Bears, Packers, Lions, then they got New England, and then they got the Patriots, Commanders, then they got the Vikings. So yeah, they play the whole NFC North. And then they got the Raiders and then the Cowboys to finish it up.
Play, it's going to keep the offensive lineman from climbing up, right? So as the play develops and you can see a double team right in the middle, Will Smith Jr. does a great job occupying 2 blockers. What that does is it allows Styles, in this case, to mirror the running back and easily fill the hole, creating a short loss on the play. Again, it's allowing the Ohio State linebackers, who are good athletes, have great instincts, allowing them to make plays because of what the line's doing with this formation in front of them. All right, let's talk about another way Ohio State's disguising coverage. This time it's going to be in cover 2. Now, I want you to look at the way that the receivers are mugged up right? Looks like, again, we've got man coverage. That's the signal that Ohio State's showing. They've got like over like, including one player that I want you to pay specific attention to, and that's going to be Davison Igbinosun, because he's standing right there in the middle of the formation. Now, a few weeks ago when we reviewed the Texas tape, I highlighted another version of this coverage where you see three corners to the bottom of the screen because you've got three wide receivers to the bottom here, to the quarterback's left. At the top is the tight end and a short split with Caleb Downs across. Now, that is almost always a signal that this is man coverage, because you've got one of the outside corners, Igbinosun, is lined up inside, right? He's behind the defensive end. He's between the hashes. That's not normally where you see him unless he is going to be following and manning up one of these wide receivers. Now, that tells Arch, okay, cool, I should expect man coverage. But what I want you to watch here is as Igbinosun drops, you're not playing man coverage. He's dropping back into a zone because this is a cover 2. You can see the 2 deep safeties. They've dropped into 2 deep zones, and then we've got 5 across. Now, Igbinosun is playing essentially the middle linebacker pull runner role. There's nobody that forces him to run that deep, right? If somebody released on a seam route right up the middle, that would be his, player to carry. But again, everybody's got their face turned, right? Nobody's back is to the quarterback. Everybody's playing zone here. They're looking at the ball. They're able to read and react. And now Arch, as he hits the top of his drop, again, he was expecting man. What does he have? He has zone. He's not sure what to do. Some pressure gets there, so he just has to roll out, try to make something happen. There's nothing there. Let's look at the front, because there's another one I want to show from this concept. This is what we're calling a 33 front. Why do I call it a 33 front? Because you have 2-3 techniques, meaning there's no nose tackle in the A gap, right? You can see that gap on either side of the center. This is a passing down situation. Normally, you'd call it wide. It's a really wide, front. You see the 2 wide 9 defensive ends. Like, a few years ago, this was a big thing in the NFL. You can see Hicks and Atkinson so wide. But there's the other piece to call out here. There's 4 defensive ends. Now, that is in itself unique. Ohio State, in the past couple of years, kept their tackles in the game on passing situations. Granted, Tyleik Williams, they were great. Was a great pass rusher in himself, so they didn't want to take him off. But Patricia isn't playing that game no matter how good Caden McDonald is. He knows, I'm going to put my best pass rushers out there and put them in positions to succeed, right? So he leaves the A-gaps uncovered, doesn't care if you try to run the ball. It's 3rd and long. We don't care about that. But we're also going to see some stunts, some movement. Again, you've got athletes like C.J. Hicks. Why would you just have him run right at big guys all the time? Let's have a little stunt, a little movement. We haven't seen a ton, right? There haven't been any crazy stunts, at least, just from the front 4. Typically, when we see this kind of movement, there's pressure coming from a second-level player. But we do see it occasionally, and in this instance, that's enough. As the pocket collapses, Jackson gets there, flips it away, coverage forces that short play. Okay, so in this instance, we're going to show Ohio State actually playing cover 1. That's man-free coverage. What do we mean by man-free? What it means is that we're going to see everybody playing underneath man-to-man coverage, right? You can see the corners are pressed up on the receivers on the top of the screen. You got a safety and a linebacker lined up to play man coverage against the 2 tight ends that are there. And then in the middle, you can see Caleb Downs. He's going to drop and play as the free safety. So again, man coverage, free, 1 free safety, just playing center field. Traditional coverage as traditional coverage as you can find. We saw this a lot more against Ohio and Grambling than we did against Texas. Very little against the Longhorns. But against the lesser competition, Ohio State's been showing it more and more. How does that play out? Well, this is a simple,
AFC Championship preview right here.
Well, they think this is what's happening, right? They actually do a good job of anticipating, identifying it as the game went along, because you can see the inside receiver is going to release underneath, and what that's going to happen is Matthews is going to be forced to go over the top. Just think like a pick in basketball, right? Almost like that outside receiver setting a screen. Now, the problem is that Igbinosun had outside leverage on him, right? He got juked into that, allowing that slant route. So there's nobody to help. There's nobody sitting in the zone right as he runs over the midfield logo here. This should be a complete pass. However, the ball sails right over his head, right? Why does the ball sail right over his head? Well, we've got Ohio State playing that penny front once again, right? You can see that they're all mugged up. We've got, 5 defensive linemen. We actually see a 6th guy in this case. That's Styles, who, again, he's playing man coverage on the tight end. This is a really good run-stopping play or formation here. And what we're going to see, though, is Caden Curry, who's been excellent this season. We've highlighted him the last couple times. Watch the way he just forklifts the left guard, right? He stays really low, gets his hand inside, and just drives 51 right back into the quarterback, creating a high throw, incomplete. Okay, this is an example of Ohio State running quarters. Now, again, we haven't seen very much of it, but it just shows that this is in the toolbox and that it's well coached. Now, what we're going to see in this example here, it's a 3rd and long yet again. And initially it looks like straight, man coverage. We've got man over man. It's like for like in terms of personnel. You got a safety, Caleb Downs over a tight end. You got corners over receivers, things like that. Like this looks like man coverage. Maybe you've got the 2 deep safeties. So again, it's a conservative pass coverage, but that's not really what happens. Now the route concept I want you to show, it's a very vertical concept. You got outside vertical routes. The guy at the bottom, he's going to end up cutting his route off to try to, once he's blanketed. But really the 2 most important to watch are over the middle. This is meant to create a vertical stretch, right? Whoever that middle player is, which in this case is going to be Downs, the goal is to create a vertical stretch. But Ohio State's going to take that away by playing quarters. How do they do that? Well, you're going to have this backside safety is poaching. That's McLean. Now he's going to read number 3 to number 2. So the most inside guy being number 3 to number 2. He's going to watch these 2 players and he's going to figure out who releases deeper. And I'm going to help take that guy if he releases vertically. Now, if he takes a shallow crossing route, I'm going to let those 3 underneath defenders. You can already see the way this works, right? There's 4 deep defenders, 3 underneath. The corners are going to sink more as we watch. But really, McLean is the key here. It's going to play poach, as we call it from a technique perspective. Now, on the outsides, we're going to see those corners. They're just taking the deep routes. Now, again, the guy at the bottom, he's going to end up cutting his route off because he knows he's never going to beat Igbenogson there on this route. So he's going to try to kind of scramble a little bit and make something happen. But at the top, this little hesitation stutter move, that's taken away by the corner Sanchez all the way at the top. Now, the key, again, you can see Caleb Downs on the underneath route from a tight end. He's covering that up, and then you have these 2 safeties in the middle of the field. They're really bracketing that deep over route, right? They're both taking it away. So you have inside leverage from McLean. You have outside over the top from Styles. That's leaving Arch Manning with nowhere to go with the football. This is great technique. It's a match coverage. Again, they're not manning up and playing zone or manning up right away from the entire play. But as the routes progress, they're starting to pick it up downfield, taking away those vertical stretches, right? So Arch has nowhere to go, ends up dumping it off for no gain, basically. Punt team, get out here. Let's get the ball back. Now, but I also want to talk about the front here because this is a great example of a different front Ohio State has run, especially in these 3rd downs, right? What do we see? We see 3 defensive ends on the field, right? You have Caden Curry playing over the nose. You had those 2 ends, in this case, Jackson and Atkinson. And then the 4th player that's mugged up front is Arvell Reese. Now, we already showed him as a defensive end. Here he is. He's playing a mirror technique. Now, most people call it spying, but really mirror is a better way of calling it because his job is not to rush the passer. You can see that guard across from him is waiting for him to rush, waiting for him to rush, waiting for him to rush. And he might at some point, but it's really his job is to watch the quarterback's eyes and make a play if he does escape the pocket. All right, so we see another example of that 5-man front. You can see the nose tackle covered up again. This is from 4-2-5 personnel with Arvell Reese as the defensive end. This is against Texas, of course, but this is a version, it's an iteration of quarters, right? It's actually a quarter, half, as I mentioned earlier. Some people call this cover 6. I'm not sure what Patricia calls it in their nomenclature, but really the point is this is a derivative from the quarter system, right? So this comes out of playing cover 4. But the important thing to note here is that in the coverage, we're not going to talk about the line anymore. In the coverage, it looks initially like cover 3 because you see these 3 deep players, right? Now, you could say, hey, Caleb Downs is standing right in the middle of the field, right? He's almost across from the midfield logo in the Buckeye leaf that signals the kickoff. So he looks like he's playing center field. But what's actually happening here is that the field's split in half. And the secondary is going to play cover 2 to the top here, to this one receiver side, and they're going to play quarters, cover 4 to the bottom, right? And we're going to see 2 different, coverage structures here. How this plays out is that you're going to see the corner to the bottom, Jermaine Matthews. His job is to take number 1 receiver. He's got a man-to-man. It's a solo call, right? That's his. Now, what really is interesting is what happens to number 2 and number 3. It's going to be another version of match coverage like we saw from McLean. It's Downs' job to watch what's happening here, and this is pattern recognition. This is not just you wait and see how the patterns distribute. This comes from practice. He recognizes this concept right away, and what you're going to see is that as that number 2 receiver tries to break inside, Downs is going to just drive on this football. Now, Manning looks at number 2 thinking, he's got a short throw to get to the sticks. He's got to get right to the 35. Maybe I can fire it in there. But he sees Downs firing on this route and immediately has to pull back. And that throws off his timing for the rest of the play. Right now, he's got to look backside. That's also covered up by that cover 2, right? You can see the one lone safety sitting over the top of everything. Now, they've got 3 players eventually over there because the tight end has worked his way there. But again, there's just really nowhere to go with the football because of this cover 2 zone. There's 3 guys, 3 defenders over 3 receivers with help from the middle linebacker. So really just not a lot of options. And again, well picked up. This comes from film study. This comes from practicing and repping what the other team's doing. A very NFL style of defense. Okay, this is our last example. This is going to be another version of the quarters family, but a very different situation than the last couple that we've seen. Now, I want to show this because even though Ohio State has, majored in cover 3, as we said at the beginning, we haven't shown much cover 3, but I think we're going to start to see more of these quarters variations based off of the opposing game plan. What do I mean by that? This is not a quarters variation in the way that we initially have looked at, because this looks like cover 3, right? Look at the middle of the field. Look at the deep safety. That's McLean standing right in the middle of the field. You can see the 2 corners are playing off if you look at the numbers, right? This looks like 3 deep coverage. But again, I also want to point out the front, because when we look at where they're lined up on the front, you can see those 3 deep players, right? This looks like cover 3. And then you've got that diamond penny front, depending on what you want to call it again, from a 4-2-5 personnel. You can see Reese at the top of the box. That's Arvell Reese, again, Ohio State's middle linebacker lined up at defensive end. Now, this is 1st and 10. We've shown a lot of 3rd down situations, very situational football. This is what Ohio State's playing on 1st and 10 against the Bobcats. They're playing in a 4-wide formation, right? That's the tight end at the top of the screen in the slot. But this is 11 personnel, 4 wide, 1st and 10. And here's Ohio State playing this diamond front, right? This shows this is a base look for Ohio State and something that I don't expect to change as the season goes on. This is how they want to stop the run. We showed it in the example with Styles earlier being the free hitter. But let's talk about the secondary because of what happens on this concept. Now, again, it looks like cover 3, but as soon as the ball's snapped, we're going to see the highlighted play there. That's the nickel Lorenzo Styles coming on a blitz. This is a 5-man pressure. We haven't shown many blitzes because Ohio State hasn't blitzed a ton. There's been some simulated pressures where they bring pressure and drop somebody else. This is one of the few times that they're sending more than 4 rushers. Now, what I also want you to look at are the 2 linebackers, because remember, Arvell Reese was mugged up as a defensive end. He spent a lot of that game against Texas, playing up on the defensive line. He's almost a pass rusher, spying the quarterback, mirroring him. He's going to drop in coverage while Styles does the same. Again, Downs is going to drop off into playing a deeper role. And what we're going to see is that, yet again, the coverage is split into 2 halves. What we're going to have is 3/2 to each side. Now, you could say, how do you know that you're going to have 3/2 to each side? Well, part of this was Styles being on that blitz forced the tailback to stay in, forced to account for him staying in the rut in pass protection, which limits the number of receivers that you have to cover in coverage. And that allows you to be able to play 3/2, which is what we get here. And now the defense, they're not all looking at the quarterback. The linebackers they're keeping eyes on him, but you can see McLean, he's watching the 2 safeties actually are both, Downs and McLean. They're keeping eyes on these 2 receivers, making sure their job is, the safety's job is to wall those routes off and try to prevent them from, running a deep post. They're not going to get deeper than them. You're just going to find a way to match these 2 route concepts instead of trying to figure out what's the entire play. What you're saying is, what do we expect to one side? What do you expect to the other side? And let's just go match those 2 routes. That's what you're telling your team to do. That's what we end up seeing here. The quarterback doesn't know where to go. He gets flushed out. It's a sack. Only
State boys, a couple returning from Houston get stopped by the Louisiana State Police. After talking to the couple, their new vehicle is searched. What will the troopers find?
While you're traveling down in Houston, anybody give you anything you ain't supposed to have with you? Did you pick anything up down there you're not supposed to have?
The state boys on the highway do the speed limit. State boys don't play. The state boys on the interstate. Make sure your license good and your tags up to date. State boys on the highway. They stopping everything there looks out the way. State boys on the interstate. Put your seatbelt on. The state boys don't play. State boys. Body cam footage from your Louisiana State Police, multiple sheriff offices, and city police. DeSoto Parish. On April 19, 2021, a trooper with the Louisiana State Police, Troop G, conducted a traffic stop on a 2021 Dodge Challenger for multiple traffic violations. The trooper made contact with the driver, 37-year-old Billy Ray Murphy Jr., and tells him the reason for the stop.
Driver, will you step back here with me? How's it going, my man? All right. You step back here with me? Huh? You step back here with me?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, my name is Trooper Wardell at the Louisiana State Police. Stop me for a couple things, okay? First of all, that temp tag, you need to have it where it's clearly visible. You got that Landers thing over it. I can't read it when I'm behind you. Plus, you got that paper over it where I can't hardly read it.
Oh, okay.
That ain't a huge deal, okay? The big thing is, we get a lot of drunk drivers coming through this type of night. Whenever you come around that corner, I don't know if you're aware how you're supposed to properly make a turn on a 2-lane highway, but you're supposed to go to the first inside lane available. When you came out that turn, you swung all the way out to the outside lane. You got to go to the inside lane, then you got to change lanes. Okay?
Oh, okay.
You ain't had nothing to drink tonight? Like that? You got a driver's license with you?
Oh, yeah. No,
that's a nice looking car, man. I like it. I like how it sounds. You ain't got no weapons on you, do you?
Oh, no.
The only reason I ask you is because you keep touching your back pocket.
Oh,
and it
I
makes
was
me
trying.
nervous.
I was just giving.
Are you okay with me just checking, make sure you got a weapon on you?
Yeah, I'm good, baby.
I just don't like when people pat their backs, you know.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? Can I pull this out?
Yeah, you pull it out. See, I'm here to get my keys.
Let's see here. Hey, I'm gonna let you keep that. I don't want your wallet. Billy Murphy.
Yes, sir.
You still living on? Still,
Sir.
You must drive trucks or something.
Yes, sir. I was on work for Select.
Sir, like oil field?
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Out of
I got you.
But
Good
they
deal.
moved us to Carthage. But I'm out on leave right now.
I got you.
Hey, this, sir.
Another thing. So the speed limit through here, it's a 65 now. Back there, it's a 55. When you first come out of the intersection, just be mindful of that.
Okay.
You only got up to like 67, and I'm not obviously not a big deal, but
all right.
Just try and, especially when you know the police are behind you.
Yeah.
You gotta take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Do you have your vehicle paperwork and everything in here?
Yeah.
I noticed you got the new tag. So
yeah, I got it.
You just bought it?
Yes, I just
Let's go
bought
grab
it
your vehicle paperwork.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. I'm just gonna shine my flashlight. You ain't got no weapons in here, do you?
No, sir. Hey, baby, hand me that. Unlock that thing and give me the paperwork out of there. Here go my key.
Is it just y'all two in the car?
Yeah.
Nobody in the back?
Nah, ain't nobody.
Okay. Don't.
Oh.
So look, ma'am. When you got a gun right there, don't be reaching in there. Be smart. Sit back.
Oh, sit back. I didn't know you had.
So here's what I'm gonna do, okay? You can have a gun, that's fine.
I ain't know.
But we can't be having everybody reaching around it while I'm here, okay? So you stand here. You go. Hey, just stand right here, right here. I'm gonna grab this gun. Roll this window down so I can see. I'm gonna grab this. All right. Now look, I already asked you if there was a gun in the car.
I ain't know she had it.
Okay, look, and it ain't against the rule. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know she had it.
All right, look, I'm gonna go put this in my car until we get done. When I get back, have the paperwork ready for me, okay?
What do we need?
Just the vehicle registration and insurance.
That envelope you got in your
Let's step back here, sir.
See, I ain't know she had that in her box.
All right, I'm gonna put this in my car for right now. I don't like surprises, man.
I ain't know she had it, Bob.
All right, let me write down your information once she finds that.
After securing the firearm, the trooper then asked Billy about his itinerary.
You said that was still a good address?
Yes, sir.
And this is registered to you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what year is it?
2021 Dodge Challenger.
Damn, brand new. Now you got family down here in DeSoto? What brings you all the way down here?
Oh, I was just we just went on vacation, just coming back.
Nice. Y'all must have went somewhere down south coming up this way.
Oh, yeah.
Where y'all coming
Well,
from?
we actually went to Houston.
Nice.
Just for the weekend.
Nice.
Had
Is this your
family
wife?
visit. Yes, sir.
I got you. How long y'all stay in Houston?
Just for the weekend. Went Friday.
What's today, Sunday?
Yeah, just went Friday.
I got you. Got you. So I'm gonna go grab that from her. If you'll hang tight here for me.
Yeah, I'm good.
The trooper then focused his attention on Billy's girlfriend and asked her about their itinerary as well.
You got that ready for me? Let me grab my light so I can see what you got. Yeah, I need that. Do you have an ID with you? You ain't got no more guns to surprise me with, do you?
No, I just carry that with me when I go somewhere.
I understand. There it is. Thank you, thank you. And you're allowed to have it, right? You ain't got no felonies or nothing like that? Okay. Y'all must be married.
Engaged.
I see y'all at the same about the same address. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I got you. What brings you all the way down to DeSoto?
Well, I was asleep. I didn't know where I was.
Yeah, you in DeSoto Parish now. I mean, I'm with the state police, but you all the way down in DeSoto Parish.
Oh, we come
I got you. What'd y'all do down there? You gotta speak up. I can barely hear you.
We just got away to have us some S time.
I got you. Where y'all stay down there?
The Holiday Inn Express. We just shopping at the gallery and stuff.
Nice, nice. Well, you got the. I need that too. If that's the. Is that the registration?
Well, that's with the team.
Yeah, that's what I need. I appreciate it. I'll be back with you. Thank you. Let's see. Now you're supposed. You can have a gun in the car, right? Like you ain't got no felonies or nothing.
No.
You're not a convicted felon.
Shit, it's been over 10 years.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then you're gonna be
yeah,
all
it's been
right.
over 10 years.
Let's see. You're Billy.
Back in 2007.
Gotcha. Man, what brought y'all down to Houston?
Visiting.
Who y'all visiting down there?
I got family out there. My dad out there.
Y'all stay with them?
Nah, we don't stay with them.
Where y'all stay at down there?
By the Galleria.
Okay.
By the Holiday Inn Express.
Okay.
I think
Nice.
it's Holiday Inn somewhere.
Y'all got a room over there?
Yes, sir.
I got you. Y'all married?
Well, we ain't married. That's my girlfriend, but we've been together so long, we just like it my wife.
I got you. I got you. Well, man, let me take a look at your stuff here.
All right.
I'm gonna have you
I'll
stay
just
here.
stay right here.
Yeah, you good. That way. Well, that way we're on camera. Everything.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll just
nowadays.
face this way.
I'm gonna go run all your stuff and everything. I'll be back with you in just a second.
Yes, sir.
Ah, fuck. Throw it up, boss. Throw it. Let's go, Come on, Josh. Throw it up, baby.
After running Billy's information, the trooper then asked Billy to sign a consent to search form.
All right, Mr. Murphy. While I'm running your criminal history and everything on my computer, let me ask a couple more questions, okay? While you were traveling down in Houston, anybody give you anything you ain't supposed to have with you? Did you
Nah.
pick anything up down there you're not supposed to have?
Nah, hell.
Do you ever use drugs?
Hell no.
Do you have any large amounts of U.S. currency in your car?
What that is?
Like, do you have like $10,000 or more cash in there?
Hell no.
You have any marijuana?
Hell no.
Cocaine?
I don't smoke. I
You
don't
keep
do none of
any
that shit.
heroin?
Hell no.
You got any methamphetamine? Okay. Can I search your car?
You got the right to?
Well, I'm asking you for consent.
Oh.
Now, you have the right to say yes or no. If you say no, the only thing that's going to happen is I'm just going to let my dog check it.
Yeah, you can search.
You're good with me searching
I'm
it?
good, I'm
okay.
good.
Will you sign saying that you're giving me permission?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know why I got stopped, really.
Well, I explained to you why you got stopped.
Yeah, you explained to me. I was speeding. I wasn't.
Well,
even...
your main problem was the improper turn. I wanted to explain that to you. That was the main moving violation.
Okay.
The temp tag and the little bit of speeding, that ain't as big of a deal. But
All right.
the turn is what you need to know about.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna get your girl out. I've already patted you down, but she ain't got no more weapons, does she?
Nah.
Okay.
You doing it because I.
One passenger.
I'm Trooper Derek. How you doing? What's up, man?
All right, I'm gonna let you hang here with him.
After giving consent to search, the other trooper shows up to the scene and the troopers search the vehicle.
You ain't got no more weapons, do you? You ain't got no weapons on you, do you? Okay, I'm just gonna check you just because you already have one you didn't tell me about, all right? Nothing back here anywhere?
I didn't tell you. This is the thing.
Well, you definitely shouldn't reach around it, that's for sure. Go stand with my partner here, please. Hey.
Two-door coupes.
Hey.
All right, two-door coupes. Big areas.
Okay.
G38, or correction, G13, region 3.
G13.
You check a handgun.
271.
It's a Springfield XD9. Serial number is Mike Golf 850307. Okay. You check these bags back here, these green ones?
I've only been through one of those bags, one with the shoes in it. I never got into the shoes.
Alright. 13.
It's negative.
10 more.
While the troopers were searching the vehicle, Billy tells a trooper why he gave consent to search his vehicle.
Oh, I'm anemic. I'm always cold. Did I drop my phone on the ground?
No, you had it in your hand.
No, I got another phone.
Oh.
I thought I put one in my pocket.
Here, we'll look for it.
Can you see right there somewhere for me?
Yeah, I'll get them to look for it. Just hang tight.
Chilling, man.
Can you look right there for me, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him to look. when you get done, she may have dropped her phone. Just look on the ground quick. He's got it up there, man.
It's cold.
Where y'all coming from, man?
Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Visiting family. Just get away.
Yeah. Man, we all need that every now and then. You got a lot of family over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad stay out there.
Oh, cool.
He just recently had this surgery.
Oh, yeah? He's okay?
Yeah, he good.
What kind of surgery?
Neck and back.
Oh, yeah.
He drive big trucks and he had slipped and I guess somehow with one of his discs.
He slipped on the job?
Yeah, it been a little while ago, but he'd had like 3 surgeries.
Who does he work for?
He worked for himself. He got his own big
He got his own truck? Okay. Ooh, how long y'all was out there for?
Just the weekend.
Oh, cool.
You wasn't speed.
Nah, I wasn't speed. He said when I turned, I got in this and I ain't studying the inside.
Where you turned from?
Well, we was at the light right there. You was asleep. He said I ain't get in the outside lane. I got in the I probably went in the middle lane or something. That's why he stopped.
You just bought this car?
It like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah? What your model is it?
21. Man, they tearing my car up.
Nah, man, we ain't gonna. They gonna treat it just like it's their own property.
Damn,
They ain't tearing nothing up.
Oh.
We treat everybody's stuff with respect, man.
All right.
What's the search of the vehicle for?
Ma'am?
What's the search of the vehicle
They
for?
asked him consent. He gave him consent to search.
He said it's like I had to do it, that he gonna make the dog do it. Or something.
No, he was saying, look, if you don't mind, you can video,
No,
do whatever, but can't have you being on the phone while we're on this traffic stop. Okay?
Standing here with the police.
He gonna tell him I ain't let him do it.
You said I can't be on the phone?
Can't be talking to other people on the phone.
I have to call you back on there.
If I ain't do it, he gonna make the dog.
It's searching the car.
No, he was saying you have the right to refuse if you want to.
And
then
if I refuse,
if you refuse, we have the right to run a dog. Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't saying like he wasn't trying to.
The law is that if you refuse, that you can use the dog to do a free air.
We in the soda pairs.
Oh, okay. If he alerts to the odor of narcotics, that turns into a car.
Oh, okay. I was just making
All right, that's cool.
I ain't on
Yeah, we tell everybody that. Like I said, I know some people like to video or whatever, which is cool, but we all wearing cameras. We got a camera in that car. Every car's got a camera.
Video now till me video. I don't know what's going on. We gotta go through our personal bags.
Ma'am?
We gotta go through our personal bags.
Yeah, we do a complete search.
$10.15.
I'll turn around, 10:15.
I didn't do nothing.
Hey, don't tense up, okay?
Oh my God. Can I put my phone in my pocket?
No, I'm gonna set it right here, okay? What's your blanket now?
15, what that is?
What is 10-15?
G34, Rigid 3.
What's 10-15?
G24, 10:15, 2 times.
10-15 means take a suspect in custody. So what did the troopers find?
It's gonna be X. It's gonna be X. How much? What? Hey. Don't stop searching though. Keep your path. Like some. I know. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like the cheapest. Where's this camera?
That was some gas. That was some bullshit. They gonna have to get that shit back. That was some bullshit.
Multiple bags.
All right. Whenever you have a decent amount like this, I'm not going to be the one interrogating you and asking you about it.
Yeah.
There's going to be some guys that are going to talk to you, okay?
But yeah.
So you understand how all that stuff works?
Yeah, I'll just
So whenever, listen, she's going to come with us for now.
Yeah.
When we get to where we're going, you can do what you need to do then, and they'll talk about that with her, okay?
All right.
But right now, y'all are coming with us.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool with that.
He's been searched.
Yeah.
All right, man. Come have a seat back here. Let me turn the light on so you can see. This is why I put 2 cuffs on you, because you can be tight in here.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now look, obviously we got that bit right there. How much more are we gonna find? What all's in there? Because we're gonna take the whole thing apart. So like.
Yeah, it's just like some little mojo. Whatever, the mojo.
Okay, my partner told me it was a big bag of ecstasy, so I ain't even looked
Yeah,
yet.
he got that off the day, and then that mojo, what he got right there.
Okay. So how much do you have total?
Probably like 20 pounds of mojo and X pill.
How much X?
Probably like 100,000 pills.
What is that in weight, you think?
I don't know in weight.
Okay. But there's nothing else in there.
Nah, that's it.
I ain't gonna tear up your car, but we are gonna take it apart and look at everything.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. I'll be back with you in a second.
All right.
He says he thinks he has 20 pounds of mojo and 100.
There's your 20 pounds of mojo, and there's about 10 pounds of molly.
And then he said 100,000 X is what he bought, he thinks.
Mojo is a Louisiana term for synthetic marijuana.
That's about what it is. Let's see what's in here. He's got something in here too.
Fuck be wrong with people, man.
Something's on the bottom. There's a box.
Like, I wonder how often do they catch people?
Ooh, there's your heroin. So you got a kilo. How many what? Right there is probably 1 kilo. That's it right now. 1 kilo right now. Yep. Yep. Didn't he come through your parish? I know, man. I used to talk to Casey Hicks about it all the time.
Would we stop that car? Yeah. But I don't know. It's a whole different level that y'all do. It seems like our street level guys go for the obvious.
It's just, and it's because they do it every day.
Buddy ass cooked. Shorty might be cooked too, shit. Cooked. I'm talking about fried, dyed, laid to the side, fucked up.
When we get back to the troop with this,
Probably not going to go to the troop. Probably go straight downtown, I would imagine. But yeah, anyway, go ahead. We're seizing the vehicle too, so no tow truck.
Guys, I'm gonna get out of y'all's hair.
Hey, dude, thank you. I got broken plastic.
whenever we get to wherever we're going, do you want me to like really take my time and scope it there, or do you want me to do that all here now?
Who you on the phone with? Where are we going? Where are we? because you got to move up anyway. Oh, that's definitely heroin.
Just make sure they know that her money, the bands are in that black person's account. And then other than her phone right here, all the phone is on the phone. I would say, is her money usually kept together? They're being weird about leaving stuff in the car. It's mostly rubber banded, but not always. It's just single file in her purse. Okay.
Definitely hair on.
Hey, you want to take some pictures of it for me?
I'll put it on your camera.
So you good with that? I'm not gonna have any pictures for the report. I don't have nothing.
You can do that while we're gone.
Yeah, I'll take pictures of him at the jail.
You can take still shots from the body camera too, huh? Let me make sure there ain't no in here.
That's not gonna be quality, though. Well, what are we gonna put in the pictures as far as weight?
Hey, they was on some Bonnie and Clyde shit. I ain't gonna lie.
About 10 pounds, huh? Maybe 15? Yeah. Approximately 10 to 15 pounds of MDMA, approximately 1 kilogram of heroin, and approximately 20 pounds of mojo.
Inside the trunk, the troopers find 2.3 pounds of cocaine, 20 pounds or 60,000 X pills, and 21.5 pounds of mojo. The pills were tested and they were found to contain methamphetamine. Billy was charged with possession with the intent to distribute meth, possession with the intent to distribute cocaine, and possession of a firearm during a drug trafficking offense. Billy Ray Murphy Jr. was sentenced to 150 months in federal prison. Searching through the federal paperwork, I didn't see anything about the girlfriend getting arrested or convicted, so I'm guessing she was let go.
Episode of State Boys, we check in with the Lafayette Police Department where they get a call about gunfire, but the investigation quickly turns into something else. What would LPD find?
Y'all both in hot water because you already know what I saw on the table. Who shot the gun last night?
I don't know, man. I don't live here.
They almost baby on accident.
I just got here, man. I just got here. I'm nothing to move. I don't know.
The State Boys on the highway. Do the speed limit. State Boys don't play. State Boys on the interstate. Make sure your license good and your tags up to date. State Boys on the highway. They stopping everything that looks out the way. State Boys on the interstate. Put your seatbelt on. The State Boys don't play.
State Boys. Body cam footage from your Louisiana State Police, multiple sheriff offices, and city police.
Lafayette Parish. On June 25th, 2020, officers with the Lafayette Police Department were investigating a possible firearm-related crime at an apartment complex in Lafayette, Louisiana. The officers knocked on apartment 61 and made contact with Jordan Huntsberry and Johnny Vice to see what was going on.
The suspense is killing me.
guess there's a cat or a dog.
Why am I dealing with a hacker though?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
Rested up.
Hello. My name's Corporal Hemphill. This is Lady Petey. Can we come in and talk to you? Who else here? Is it just y'all? Where y'all going? Who lives here? Can y'all come in here so we can talk to y'all?
You don't stay here. When really nobody stay here. I got you today. My what you call it was open.
You what?
My door.
What was wrong with your door?
It was open when I got here today, but I don't stay here.
How long y'all been here?
Not y'all. I've been over here like maybe 2 years, but I ain't been here in like 3-4 months. Well, I came a couple of days ago to get some clothes.
Okay.
You coming up, man?
Well, where's your ID at?
I ain't got none. It's in my phone.
Look, just take a seat, okay? What's your name?
Jordan.
Huh? Jordan.
You everything all right?
Well, I'm about to advise you of your rights because there was an incident over here the other day, and we're trying to see what that was about. What's your last name, Jordan?
Huntsberry.
What is it?
Huntsberry.
Huntsberry with an S?
Yes, ma'am.
B-U-R or B-E-R?
B-E-R-R-Y.
What's your birthday?
I could change this for
Yeah,
you.
go ahead. Can you just cut it off for a minute so we can talk to you about it?
Can you flip this over?
Okay. So, I'm going to advise you of your rights. It doesn't mean you're under arrest. It just means we're investigating something that happened over here. So, you have the right to remain silent, and if you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney. You have a right to the presence of an attorney during questioning if you so desire. If you cannot afford one, we'll be appointed for you prior to questioning. If any time during questioning you stop answering questions, that is your right. You understand? Okay. What day did you come back this week?
I ain't been back this week.
When were you here last?
About 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago. Has anybody been staying in your apartment?
When I came, the door was open.
Like
somebody broke in.
Like somebody broke in? Okay. Okay. Because it was on the 20th, which was Monday, apparently there was a discharge through your window.
Like somebody shot?
Somebody shot through your window.
What? Through the window?
Yeah.
Up in here?
Yeah, that's why they have tape over the window. Huh? Who put the tape over the window?
I don't know. I ain't never even noticed that.
Look, be straight with
No,
me.
I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
I never noticed it.
Because, well, who put tape over your window?
I don't know. I didn't put the tape over the window. I'm telling you I ain't put it. Go do the fingerprints.
Where you been staying at?
I stay in Abigail.
In Aberdeen. So you have no idea who would have been at your apartment? So you're saying
never
somebody
told
broke
nobody
in.
to
Do
come
you
in.
own a gun?
No.
Okay. Do you, either of you own a gun? Okay. So no one has had permission to be in your house, and you haven't been here in over 2 weeks.
Longer than, yeah. I've been about 2 weeks.
But you're the only one who stays here.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your
I wouldn't say I stay here, because I don't stay here. The lease about to be up, so I gotta move everything out.
Okay.
I can get it.
What's your social? You don't know your social?
No, I don't know about him.
While the one officer is getting information from Jordan, the other officer seemed to have spotted something and gives an alert to the other officer.
Social 438.
Go ahead and stand up, put your hands behind your back for me. She's going to detain you this time. Make sure you are who you say you are, since you don't have any ID or anything.
look.
Okay.
No, I got an ID in my
I'm
phone.
going to run you through the system.
You never heard of Ellie Wiley?
How do I work? Can you have any hand for me? Go ahead, just have a seat. So, when did you come back?
I just told you.
Today?
Oh, yeah.
You came back
My first
today?
time. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was coming he was coming to help me move some of the clothes,
And you're going back to Abbeville?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You got some slip-on shoes or something?
I got some shoes.
By the front?
Right up.
Leave your tennis shoes there?
Right up. You grab them from me?
Hey, Jacob, toss me them tennis shoes right there. In front of him. I'll just take a walk downstairs to maybe another car.
Y'all gonna turn the whatever the hell he was cooking on?
So
I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna advise you of your rights.
helping
Hold on.
him. I mean,
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney and have that attorney present during questioning if you choose. If you can't afford an attorney, want to be provided for you at no cost to you. You can decide at any time not to answer any questions or make any statements. You understand your rights? All right. First question. Who lives over there?
I don't know. I'm helping them move.
Okay.
I don't even know what's going on. They move.
Y'all both in hot water because you already know what I saw on the table. Y'all got $50 bills in a printer, all wet with the ink and shit. You walk to the back room, so I'm gonna go and look in that back room. I know exactly where it is. When we walked through the door, you went straight to that back room. So
I'll come in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, it is what it is. But
yeah, I understand. I'm just helping them move. I don't know what's going on.
So probable cause for the search warrant, that's already finished.
All right.
So we're trying to figure out what the deal is.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Who shot the gun last night?
I don't know, man. I don't live here.
'Cause they almost killed a baby on accident.
I just got here, brother. Just got here. I'm helping them move. I don't know.
Have a seat. All right.
I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just helping them move. See?
Where's going? So you don't live there, but you're moving?
I'm moving. I'm helping them move.
He don't live there, but he's moving out? Moving in? Moving out? What?
All I heard was the lease was supposed to be up and I was supposed to be helping with the move. The people that live there.
This ain't you. So who is you? Who is you? That ain't you. This dude got some deep brown eyes. You got some hazel eyes. Who are you? Who are you? Johnny. Johnny what? Vice? What's your birthday? Okay. Mr. Johnny lied.
You just hang tight out here, but call Lisa.
Alright.
I'm gonna go see what it is.
From what started as a discharge of firearm call is quickly turning into a counterfeit money ring, and the officers will go back into the apartment and investigate a little more.
Hey. We on this follow-up. Man, wait, bro, wait. On this follow-up for F55. So we get in the apartment, got counterfeit bills on the table. They got a counterfeit bill in the printer. So we detained both of the guys. Both of them saying they don't live there. Ashley's going back into the apartment right now. And she told me to give you a call.
magazine's on the corner.
Yeah, and
I just went through it.
there's a grip. There's a grip right there.
Not so much worried about that now. Yeah, I can turn the stove off.
Got a scale in the trash can.
I don't know about that neither.
Got a Ruger case right there. So, Johnny.
That's the other one?
The bathroom, yeah. He lied about his name at first, too. Yeah, that's clearly counterfeit right there. All up in the printer.
The officer then goes over what he observed to his supervisor.
So
they had a 55.
I'm still hot. There was a 55 last night. Daspit and the trainee do a report on the 55. They traced the shot back. Originally, they believe it's coming from apartment 61. We get here, or they tell the victim, call us whenever the guy gets back. So they call us this morning. He got back to the room. We come over here. You see the glass broken in the window.
61?
Of 61.
Okay.
And you can tell it's recently been taped. That's where the bullet came from, apparently. Knock on the door. One guy opens the door. Ashley asks to come in. He says yes. We walk in. One dude shoots to the back bathroom.
Okay.
And one dude shoots to around the corner. So we, try to get them to. We start talking to them, bring them both in the living room.
So how many occupants we got? 2 or 3?
2.
All right.
I walk
So
back
the guy
to the
who
living.
opened the door jetted too?
The stove was on. He ran to the stove.
Okay.
But yeah. So we walk them all back to the living room. I could see all kind of wet money on the counter.
Okay.
I see a bunch of $20 bills in a printer, and we start talking to them. After we talk to them, we detain them and put them in the car and then give you a call. It's on the back.
On the interior.
There's a grip.
Intentional shooting or even? It might have been an
There's a
AD.
grip change, probably AD. But neither one of them's admitting anything about it.
They saying they don't live here?
Yeah.
But they're occupying.
They were in there.
All right. You got both their information on your guy.
Ashley
at least
has-
one.
For 2-6, he doesn't have
I ain't
it.
worried about 2-6. The CCH on convicted felon status.
So nobody's admitted to discharging a firearm?
No.
You talked about any contact
said-
with the victim? Is he okay? No injuries?
Yeah, it happened last night.
Yeah, the Delta was done last night, but the suspect got 10-8 before the officers got here. So they were like, call us when he comes back. So we get a follow-up this morning. We're just gonna try to identify him and see what happened, and then we see all the fake money on the table.
Chinese writing on it.
One officer goes and talks to the apartment manager and see what was going on the past few months in apartment 61.
So, could you tell us who the leaseholder is on that apartment and print us up a paper with his name?
It's her name.
Oh, it's her name. Okay, so he's not the leaseholder.
And actually, our legal department has been involved in all of this since the shotgun shot. Actually, when I moved on property,
Who taped the window?
we did.
You did.
We
okay.
did. We were advised by our corporate office just in case they didn't have a key or somebody had locked it and couldn't get back in. Anyway, our corporate office just makes us do that kind of stuff.
Was it locked when y'all went up there?
Market, we didn't try because I didn't want to
Yeah.
get shot.
Have y'all recently replaced the deadbolt?
So we went to walk the apartment because rent hasn't been paid in a few months.
Okay.
And we went to walk it in July, and they had changed the lock.
They had changed.
They had changed the lock.
Okay.
So I contacted my corporate office. My corporate office, I had to put a notice on their door. They had 24 hours to bring me a key.
Okay.
And nobody responded.
Okay.
So we went and changed the lock. Again.
Okay.
And
So y'all made entry into it. When did y'all do that?
Probably about maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So before this incident.
Correct. Now, maintenance locked the door, and somehow they still got in. Like,
it looks like they pried the door.
Probably so. So anyway, we put a notice on the door on the 22nd, a 5-day notice. My corporate office said, put a 5-day notice. Let's see if they vacate.
Okay.
Just with all of this going on.
Okay. Can you give me a copy of that?
I sure can.
And a copy of
the lease.
Yeah. Well, I don't need the whole lease. I just need who's listed on the lease. Any occupants too.
Yeah, she's the only one on there. There was a baby that used to live there.
Okay. No adults.
Do you need an application, her application? Because that has like all of her information.
If you wouldn't mind.
No, not at all. I have tried calling her. I have tried her emergency contact.
Well,
I've tried her work.
It's really trashed up in there.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
I don't know if she's been staying there.
I haven't seen her in months.
And he may be the only one who has been there.
So the guy that she was allowing to stay there, his name was Jordan.
Okay,
he's in there. And I moved on property in March, and like I would see him.
When did they move into the apartment?
She's been here a while.
Okay.
Like a year or so.
Okay.
If not longer. But like I saw him, kind of coming and going or whatever. Well, then I started noticing he was coming in a different vehicle, and some of them were spray painted. You couldn't see the license plate. Then he was hanging out in the parking lot, and the baby was running around the parking lot all hours of the night. So I approached them, and I said, no, you're not on the lease, and something shady's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. So I need you to either vacate the premises or fill out an application and get approved to live here. Well, that's when it all started. She must have left him behind. So.
And they owe $2,000.
They owe rent. They owe I just need them out of here. Like I don't have that many people that have not paid rent. I just have a little handful. And the majority of them are trying. Like they really are. But like I need that riffraff on. You shoot a gun into somebody else's apartment with a kid in the room. Like no.
Yeah. Well, we have detectives coming out. We're going to hold the apartment for a little while.
Okay.
Probably going to get a search warrant for it, which is why I need all of this.
Okay.
Because there's some other things going on, too, that we're investigating as well.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's as my son would say, a trap house or whatever.
And also, can I use your restroom?
Yeah, look, it's right behind you, babe.
I'm going to turn off my camera.
So why did y'all get called out this morning?
Because the
Apartment
6 saw that somebody was
good.
there, so they called because hey, somebody's here.
Correct. Yeah.
Possibly the person who shot the one.
Yes. No, that's awesome.
So, but yeah, are you going to be in here for a while?
I'm going to be in and out, but I live on property.
Okay.
I live in an apartment.
Hopefully we won't need anything else from you.
Okay, that's fine.
If we do, we'll.
Just let me know when y'all are done, because y'all think y'all will be finished today with the apartment? Because my boss wants me to change the lock.
Again? I did notice that one of the front windows was unlocked. The one that was broken was unlocked. So I don't know if that's how they got in. But it looks like they tried to pry it, but with the deadbolt lock, I don't think they were able to get in that way because nothing else is messed up. But they probably just opened the window. Yeah.
So he was in there. Was he by himself?
No, there was 2 of them in there. The other guy, I don't know who he was. The other officer has his information. But Jordan was in there. So, but yeah, but we're gonna do our thing, and
I'm glad she did leave though, because she left that baby with him a lot, and just it was very scary at times. So I'm glad she did leave. I just wish that she would have done it the right way. Just because
and who knows if they're not living together in Abbeville.
That's right.
So
and just using this as a
what they're using it as. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
All right, dear. Thank you.
The officers will find a total of 467 suspected counterfeit notes in various denominations printed on multiple sheets of paper. The equipment used in the counterfeiting, including a printer, laptop, ink cartridges, bottles of ink, a tablet, and an iPhone, were all seized. Johnny Vice was only arrested for his minor warrant, and Jordan Hunsberry was arrested for counterfeiting. On June 30th, 2021, Jordan Hunsberry pled guilty to counterfeiting and was sentenced to 24 months in federal prison.
How long it was before we showed up that y'all been home? Or he been home? Y'all just got home. There.
Clean up. What you kind of doing is interrogating me, cool, but I don't mind asking you questions.
I'm asking questions. I know.
I'm
trying to find out. I'm genuinely curious.
I'm waiting on him to get here because he gonna stand up for whatever's in his house.
Well, tell me you want to lawyer though, and we can stop talking. We head to the elevator. This way, right?
Yeah, I think I should talk to him first. So let y'all know. Clear me up.
758-777.
I really don't. I'm being honest with you. I came to help him move his leases up.
So let me ask you this: any of my questions is trying to incriminate you? Do you feel like?
No, I just don't wanna.
I'm trying to find out really what time y'all got there. Like, is
We
that
just got there. No,
it's a secret?
No, it's not a secret. Because it's something to help me. And I understand where you're trying to get at. And you ain't been a dick to me, so.
You can track one of them.
But I just want
There's one thing people know about me, bro. I'm not a dick.
No, you're not a dick, man.
Take a left.
But what I'm saying is I just want him to come because he's going to let y'all know. Yeah, he's going to clean me up and let y'all know I just got him.
758-777-222.
Straight head all the way.
2-4.
I don't even know what's the situation. That's why, I was just there to help right home.
Okay.
758. You can send me one of those other codes.
Put my cigarettes
It's in my pocket and I got you.
On the 103 in progress. Between caller and neighbor.
I can get these off me now?
Yeah.
That's
what you want. That's what you got, bro. Too cold though.
All day.
Nah. Have a seat.
All day long.
I really don't think so. But y'all got nothing but the shit in the apartment, so that's gonna be the longest thing. That's what's gonna take the longest. Alright. Just hang out.
Don't leave without you leaving my cigarettes. I won't want to leave.
I don't want them, I promise.
On this episode of State Boys, a swerving RV gets stopped by the Louisiana State Police. While being questioned, the driver and the passenger stories are all different, making the trooper want to see what's inside the RV. What will the troopers find?
So I'm not going to go up there and search it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them walk the dog around the vehicle. Okay, and if the dog alerts to the car saying there might be something in there, we are going to search it. Should be about $500,000 with
Get out! Get out! Get out! On the highway. Let me state boys don't play. State boys on the interstate. Make sure this is good and your tags up to date. State boys on the highway. They stopping everything. They look out the way. State boys on the interstate. Put your seatbelt on. State boys don't play. State boys. Body cam footage from the Louisiana State Police and law enforcement agencies across the state of Louisiana. Webster Parish. On November 15, 2021, a trooper with the Louisiana State Police was patrolling Interstate 20 when he noticed a motorhome commit a traffic violation. The trooper would conduct a traffic stop and make contact with the driver, ping Zhao, and tell him the reason for the traffic stop.
Catching up to this RV, keeps drifting over the center line and fog line, drifting back and forth. Just hit the fog line again at exit 38. I'll wait till we get over this hill before I conduct a stop on it. I-20 eastbound at the 39. Down with Florida Hotel Papa Delta, Whiskey 64, HPD W64 out of Florida. It's on a rental RV. Driver, you step back here for me. Come back here for me. Come back here. Yeah, step out. You doing okay? I'm Trooper Limeball State Police. Look, the only reason I'm stopping is you swerving all over the place. I didn't know if maybe you were sleepy or the wind's blowing you or what.
No, I'm very good.
Okay, you keep going over the center line, drifting back and forth. I'm just checking on you.
I'm good, sir.
Okay, do you have your driver's license on you?
Okay.
You doing okay today?
I'm very good.
You're doing good? Where you heading to?
The final station is Florida.
Florida? Okay, cool.
Final one.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh, wait, coming from California?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Y'all just going to visit or what?
Just visit.
Okay,
Yeah.
how long are y'all going to be there?
Maybe just 2 nights.
2 nights?
It depends, It depends.
Okay, what part of Florida?
You call that Tampa or the Orlando?
Orlando or Tampa?
Tampa, Orlando. I have a friend that live there, and we play casino or somewhere, have fun.
Oh, cool.
And then I go.
Okay, all right. Well, I just want to make sure you weren't drinking and driving or falling asleep.
No.
That's my main concern, because like I said, you crossed that center yellow dash line, you crossed it a couple times, and then came back. I was just making sure you was okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. That's a rental RV? Did you rent that?
Rental.
Okay.
You want to see the rental?
Yeah, get it from this side so we won't get run over. All right. Hello, how are you?
Cruise America.
Okay, yeah, come on back here. Yeah, you come on back here real quick. All right. How long y'all been driving? How long y'all been on the road? Yeah, you left California.
Yeah, I left on almost, I was thinking it's 4 days or 5 days. And long trip.
Oh, yeah.
With my wife, just randomly stopped. Yeah.
Y'all been staying in hotels or y'all sleeping in that?
Many time, most time here. And sometimes it's hotel, casino hotel.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
hotel.
cool. Okay. All right, do you have any tickets? You ever gotten a ticket before?
The ticket? No.
All right. Have you ever been in trouble for anything before? Ever been arrested?
No.
So I'm just asking who I'm dealing with.
You can check it out.
Okay. All right. Come on back here for me. I'm gonna have you stand right here. Just stand right here in front of my camera and go talk to your wife. Okay? Everything's okay?
Okay, good.
After talking to Ping, the trooper would then talk to the passengers of the RV to see if their stories matched.
Hello. How are you? Hey, I'm Trooper Limeball with the state police. Look, the only reason I'm stopping y'all is he kept drifting over the center line and swerving. Let's make sure he wasn't falling asleep or drinking and driving. English? All right, look, the only reason I'm stopping y'all is he was swerving all over the road. Like, yeah, this vehicle. It went over the center line twice and then it falling. I just making sure it wasn't falling asleep or anything. I was just checking on it. Okay, where y'all going?
And we're gonna continue this after we get this dub tonight.